Oh, wait.
Go forgot that ball.
Send the tweet out. Yeah, we ready to... Let's get it!
Agent Zero. Change the game. Put that respect on his name. Look, with the honor call for greatness, the chosen of few that carry the gift of genius, who do what they do, who possess finesse and blessed with desire, it's true. I'ma say it loud, none other than who? Some swear by Nikes, others love Adidas. Rappers be rocking crowds, I'd rather rock arenas. You may have a nice shop, you super set with the pill. Who made the Zero famous? It's Gil. Homie fire, he wet, cold as the Pacific. Some dudes try to guard him, no need to be specific. He dazzled up the crowd as a wizard for years. Was 100% real, it's Gil. Gil. Eat him up, Gil. Eat him up, Gil. Eat him up, Gil. Eat him up, Gil.
Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Now, before we start the show, we appreciate everybody in the chat pulling up. The Wi-Fi is janky. They're after us. We've been saying too much controversial shit. So if they pull it, you already know who it is. You know who to blame.
YouTube fucking with me.
YouTube fucking with the internet. We can't have nothing nice around here. But back with the living legend, Gilbert Arena.
What up?
We got Brandon Jennings and his dog Freedom. Always. We got Miko Grimes back in the building on the couch.
I'm back.
And making his first appearance on Gil's Arena, we got world-renowned DJ, fashion model, just overall great gentleman of leisure, Myles O'Neal in the building. What's up?
Thanks. Happy to be here.
Y'all doing? Y'all good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Rashad is not here. Yes.
Oh, damn. Shots already? We ain't even got the show going yet.
I'll be letting him just be on here saying anything.
No, you know he watching too.
Good.
He gonna fuck around, pull a line.
He on his way. So conference finals are here. Jaws out here tripping. Warriors are cooked. And Doc Rivers ain't got no job. So we got a lot to get into today. But before we do all that, we got to give a little shout out to Underdog Fantasy. They present this show. So if you want to get down with Underdog Fantasy, make sure you download the app. Use promo code Gil's Arena. They will match your first deposit up to $100. But keep it 2 to 3. Don't go them 5 pieces on the pick'ems unless you want to get cooked. I'm not supposed to say that, Gil. They might boot me. So I'm gonna keep it real. Unless you're a seasoned vet out here, you got to keep it
2 to 3.
Keep it 2 or 3 with the pick'ems, man. You can really get some bread. Do your thing, allegedly. And everybody in the chat, you already know we got mostly fans at the end of the show. So go ahead and drop your best questions in. We will pick the best ones. They got to be good. Don't spam us asking the shit 500 times, or do. But the secret is, if you subscribe to Gil's Arena, them comments move up closer to the top so we can grab them. We'll ask your question at the end of the show. Let's get it. All right, man. So we got a bunch of stuff to get into. But first, Gil, your former teammate, friend of the program, Nick Young, has some high praise for Lonnie Walker and Austin Reeves after the Lakers knocked off the
Lakers got the quarter nigga dynasty right now. You can't win if the cornerstone niggas ain't in. You can't win if you don't have no cornerstone. I mean, the liquor store niggas and no corner niggas. My boy Walker was out there walking on the motherfucker. I told you, the corner nigga guys came through for Walker. Walker was doing his thing in the beginning of the season. He got hurt. They brought in a lot of more liquor stores and corner niggas, so they forgot about, corner niggas get washed away. They get washed out. You get washed out sometimes. Sometimes you get washed out. When another corner nigga come in, the world get excited about them, you kind of get washed out. But the corner guys, and me as a corner leader, I stamped your mindset that you stay with it. Because sometimes corners don't keep a strong mind. We need, as strong as our minds are, to run up and down from corner to corner, to play hard defense, to not touch the ball for about 5 times, you gotta have a strong mind. But we are our weakest when we get DNPs. DNP here, DNP here, DNP here. that fucks a corner nigga head up. So I'm gonna give you your roses, Walker. You get a lot of corner roses. You deserve them. I'm proud of you, man. You doing corner. You making us corner niggas happy, man.
Now, this is the same Nick Young that was calling Lonnie Walker Lenny just a few short months ago. So we happy to see this natural progression. But corner store and liquor store hoopers are an integral part of any basketball roster, can be the difference maker in the playoffs. And like Nick Young said, you can't win if the corner store niggas ain't in. So Gil, first off, for those who don't know, what is a corner store hooper?
Okay, first of all, he must have went to the liquor store
Yes.
before he went live.
Yes.
Because he's for sure got to be on that.
I didn't know what he was saying half the time.
He sound like a drill rapper for real. So a corner store and a liquor store is it's the same. I used to call him atmosphere. So I'm like, yo, you like a plant in the club, you just there. So get your ass in the corner, right? So that's where it comes from. So it's basically just corner players who just get your ass in the corner, sit there until I get you the ball.
Okay.
So that's what it is.
Okay. So who's the best corner store hooper you played with in your career?
It would be Nick. Nick would be the best corner store. Yeah,
guy.
he's a corner store. So like corner stores is like Danny Green. You don't run no plays for these motherfuckers. They just sit there. They just sit there like plants, and you just, KCP, Caruso, put them in the corner. You forgot about him.
Is Austin Reeves technically corner store? Or is he graduated?
He's
off the corner?
He's not a corner store.
He out of there.
Like a Duncan Robinson or something?
Not really, because they do run plays for him a little bit. Like him and like Kyle, Kyle Korver?
Yeah,
they're not
Kyle
necessarily
Korver.
corner store.
Corner store adjacent?
James Harden best friend.
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker, corner store.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, now you got it.
So with
So that would be our Freak. I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
Hey, at least you keep it real.
Yeah.
So Brent, who's the best corner store hooper that you played with in your career?
Probably Mike Dunleavy, like in Milwaukee. Corner store.
Okay.
Mike Dunleavy.
Mike Dunleavy.
All right.
Okay.
Mike Dunleavy, yep.
And who's the best corner store hooper in NBA history?
NBA history?
Who's the corner store guy?
Oh man, so you're gonna have somebody like a Bruce Bowen,
Robert Horry.
That's who I was thinking about. Robert Horry.
like a Rashad
That's
Bell.
exactly who I was
Robert
thinking
Horry
about.
might be number one.
Yes.
That's
He's
right. I mean,
number
because he
one.
got 5 rings. Seven. Derek Fisher.
You would call Derek Fisher a corner?
When he played with Kobe, he just spot up in the corner.
Is Kirk Heinrich a corner store hooper?
Not really.
Vinnie Johnson, the microwave. Corner store tendencies.
Now these are guys that you you don't run plays for.
Yeah.
Like you don't run plays.
Like,
It's just not-
Bruce
they-
Bowen.
Yeah, that's what I said. Bruce Bowen. They're
Bruce
not
Bowen
part of the
definitely-
offense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like they ain't no do a pin. So like JJ Redick is not them.
Okay.
They ain't no pin down for a corner store. You sit your ass to the corner.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sit your ass to the corner.
If
Just sit
everybody
there.
gets stuck, it might swing around.
Yeah, it might
to
get
you.
you know
It
that throw it to the post, swing, and then he's open.
But you got to be ready, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of
Yeah.
corner store, they have the potential to be corner store hoopers.
Like Robinson, the other Roberson from OKC.
Oh, yeah.
Those are corner stores.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
And can a star transform into a corner store hooper at points in their career, right? Like later stages, they turn into a corner store.
Yeah.
Like J Kidd when he was in Dallas.
Yeah. I'm about to say, Jerry Stackhouse. He was in the corner, when I played with him. So, yeah.
All right, well, that was good fodder to start the show. Now we got to talk about a little more serious subject. We talked about Ja last week. He obviously did not watch the show because y'all gave this man some expert, elite, high-level hooper advice about how to moving forward. He must have missed those episodes. His Wi-Fi must have also been janky. But just days after missing out on a Supermax extension by not making an All-NBA team due to some off-the-court issues that we've already highlighted, Ja Morant was back in the news again this weekend. Ja was spotted on a friend's IG Live holding what appeared to be a gun while riding passenger in a car turning up a young boy. This is the thing, I watched this video about 4 or 5 times when it first hit the internet. I was like, what's the issue? I saw the fake gun right there, but right there.
You said, what's the issue?
No, I'm saying when I watched it at first, I'm like,
Oh, you didn't see the gun.
He just
That's
turned up in the
only
car.
It's a hit too.
And shout out to his friend too. The react time was supreme.
Hell no.
Yeah, no, that was terrible.
He looks at him right here. Look at this shit. No, not that one.
No.
Go back. Watch the friend.
No, the friend did try to pull the phone down.
No.
Yeah, he did.
Replay it.
Hair getting long, bro.
Watch.
Let's run it back. Zapruder film it.
He was reading the comments.
No, watch.
He was turning up with John Morant in the car.
No, so he looks at him right now. No.
He's looking back, see.
No, watch.
He's going to read the comments first.
Watch this. Hold on. Right there.
Look, he's reading the comments.
Now, pause. He sees it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He's watching. He sees him. He's looking right at him.
But are you trying to blame his friends?
But it's a natural reaction, Gil.
Are you trying to blame his friends?
All I'm saying
Are
is,
you trying to blame his friends?
First of all, why you recording and driving?
Good point.
There's a lot of
Everybody
shit going
does
on.
that.
There's a lot of shit going on.
I do that.
Listen, I already know what's up. They were shooting a music video. It's a prop gun.
It's a prop gun.
This is a music video for the new Young Boy, and they're gonna insert it inside the video. This was a video shoot.
Yo.
They started off on the car. Like what? They started off on the car. He was doing his dances on the
Yeah, I
car.
saw
Then they
that.
got in the car,
Yes.
and then they doing the live version, and that was the prop part of it.
But you can't have a prop gun if you just got jammed up 6
It's part of
weeks
the music
ago.
video.
You can't be in a music video with a gun. You can't. You're
Prop-
an NBA. You have NBA contract. You just can't be a part of
Listen,
that at
Can he
all.
be in a movie with it?
See? Can it be?
good
I'm
point.
just fucking around.
I just want to know if you guys are blamed. A lot of people are trying to blame his friends, and I don't understand that. Like, I can't do anything. Like, it's all on me. I'm the one with the contract. I'm the one holding the gun. It'd be one thing if he had a gun tucked, like he's in Tennessee, legal, can carry a gun, right? It'd be one thing if you were walking around Tennessee with your concealed weapon and somebody, without you knowing, recorded you and said, "Oh, Ja has a gun." He's on live and he knows he's on live and he lifted the gun up. I don't care what your friends did. You held the gun. You were on live. Your friends could do anything, but you're holding it.
That shit sound cute. I make $200 million and I pull a gun up. You better not put it on camera. It's your fault.
They're on live.
It's your fault.
They're on live.
Imagine
in
how
mind,
many
Gil-
videos they have. Like,
Yeah.
they probably
I know,
him
right,
with guns just at the house. Just like, he probably got a rocket launcher, all that. They added KD to the Call of Duty. They should have added Ja. I'm trying to play with Ja in Call of Duty.
That'd be fun. Hey, you know, goddamn, that'd be an unlocked character.
He's got a new nickname, Ja Wick.
Ja.
That's his new nickname. This is like,
I mean,
Where's his parents? Like, where's his mom at?
they were probably
they
producing
living
the
in a home.
movie.
They at home, chilling, relaxing, waiting for them checks.
Fake Usher is producing the movie Gil's saying that they're doing, probably.
So just for some more context with that video, the friend who posted the video was the same friend who was banned from all Grizzlies home games early in the season after an incident with the Pacers, where they reported that he pointed a gun with a red laser at him. Should be noted that the NBA investigator was unable to corroborate that story. But another unfortunate incident for Morant, trying to clean up his image after he had the 8-game suspension during the season, pulled the gun up at the Colorado Strip Club after a Grizzlies loss. Now he's holding a gun. Again.
Listen, my thing is this. It's so weird. It's so awkwardly weird on why he grabs guns, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like he's grabbing it in threatening moments. Like, oh yeah, you put your head in, I'm gonna get. It's never that.
It's
like I'm having fun, right?
With a gun.
Like I'm at the strip club chilling, yeah, and then I pull up a gun. Like, wait, what?
But like, what if
not
that-
smack ass, just pull gun. Like, what is the point of this?
Yeah.
I'm in the club, we listening to music, having fun, and then I'm like, yeah, like what?
Because what if the gun go off?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like you. It's hard for me. It's hard for the thug image to work in this case because it's always happy moments. It's a weird. It's like a weird flex.
Yeah.
Like it's happy moments. This man is in happy mode when he decides to grab the gun. It's like the first thing he sees. Oh, yeah. Like, wait, what? No, that's not what
giving
you.
corny.
Like most kids grab their money, like money on the phone. Yeah, he grabs the gun.
Yeah.
That's the #1 strip club photo ever. Just a brick of money next
Brick
to
of money,
it.
right? It's like everyone grabs the brick of money. John grabs.
That's what he needs to do. Just grab the brick of money. Just grab the brick
That's
of
what
money.
I'm saying.
They gave it to him.
Like I
already.
could say if it was like he was on some angry shit. And he
Like if
keeps,
something happened,
yeah, like
you know.
and he's pulling a gun out or something. It's always him like literally vibing.
But we don't know though. He might be getting threatened. We don't know.
But when you're getting threatened, that's the last thing you really want to do is like have your gun in that
Where he
type
be
of
at.
moment.
And
Like,
I'm not-
listen, he's not going in these places just acting like, you know,
Threatened.
he's shitting on niggas.
Threatened at the strip club. Smack.
Yeah, he buying everything.
Yeah.
And he young, you know he talking shit. He young, he talking shit, you know it's a lot of that. It's a lot of that with
But
that.
listen, nobody. Come on.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on. You have to be like I can say if he was a rapper and street dudes is gonna challenge him, right? They're gonna challenge a rapper who talks that tough. They not challenging no ball player.
he got his hair
You know.
dyed. His dreads are dyed. Like his dreads are dyed in the front. This man does the gritty in the most feminine way I've ever seen
Dancing.
anyone do the gritty.
So what thug is taking him serious?
Exactly.
So
Nobody.
that's what I said. They wouldn't even challenge him to even threaten him.
His only ops are
more
LeBron,
like-
AD, and Darvin. Ham.
Those are it.
Those are his only ops.
His ops, other hoopers was doing the same thing.
Nobody's doing that. Nobody wants to lose their money. You know, I think that for some reason he wants to portray this thuggish, ruggish image so badly, like the NBA image, the $200 million NBA player image is not cool enough for him. Like he wants to be considered hard or tough or gangster, which is so lame to me because all those motherfuckers are dying. They're all dying. Why would you want to be one of them?
You're the first nigga trying to make it out the league.
No, that's what I said. It's that's what I said. It's a weird thing. But we've been in the NBA, so we know when someone has like thug friends and they want to try to be a part of that, like, bro, stop.
Being in the NBA, if you guys had like a teammate that was wilding out like this, would you say something, or you're just like, I'm staying away from this nigga over here, like?
Staying away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of stay away.
You said like you don't
Star of the team, right? So it's a difference. If it's like 10th, 11th man on the roster, it's all right, chill out, dog.
Like even someone like the only person that can probably really talk to him will probably be Bane.
Or Steven Adams.
No, Steven.
You're not listening to
He's
Steven
white.
Adams.
Like Bane, because remember, there was an award that Ja won and gave it to Bane, right? So he does have respect for dude, but even to that point, it's still
Why won't talk to you?
because I'm not going through the same thing. You know, like come on, like how many older players would you have listened to? None.
A lot. Some.
You guys said
So you don't have no vets that you like older vets that
Older
you came
vets?
in, that you came in to where you like none.
Like I mean, I'll see Rod Strickland in the club and stuff like that, but
Nothing.
could anyone have talked to you? You know, you had an incident, right? No one could have talked to you, right? So this is really sad that you guys
not when
don't
I had
have.
my mind made up. No, but I wasn't out in public like that. Like you couldn't catch me drinking in the public. Like I'll have a Gatorade bottle. I have the liquor in the Gatorade, red Gator. I already pre-mixed my shit coming in the club, or I'll drink. So when you see me in the club, it's either Gatorade or water. So I really was conscious when I actually went out in public because I know that the public's always watching.
Yeah.
Right?
And
So
that's
there
the
was
type
no
of-
wine to drink. There was no shots being taken. None of that shit.
And that's the type of advice I feel like you can give them though. Like,
But I mean, how much advice?
So there's already too many videos of him drinking Casamigos bottles like it's a beer. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I see that all over the Instagram with athletes.
That's what I'm saying. Like if the friends listen, and that's why the friends are more important because it's hard to really tap into what Ja's going through because Ja is in the I'm immortal phase as a player. Like I'm untouchable as a player.
Yeah.
So as friends, you need to really understand that he don't see consequences in his mind. Like, I'm untouchable. So you have to be the protector of his bad behavior.
You talking about the friends?
Yeah.
I would
like, yo,
not.
no cameras. Like, anybody that's around, no fucking cameras in the house. All fucking cameras go. This motherfucker might do anything that bitch is on. Right? You have to think like that for him.
I mean, you can say that, Gil, but if you John now, and I know he's on IG Live, why the fuck am I pulling the gun out?
Grab the shit out. Because that's
too late.
That's almost like expecting your friend to pull your dick out of a girl's raw pussy so you don't get her pregnant. Nobody can do that for you. You literally have to do your own shit. You have to protect your own bag, protect your own sperm. Like, your life is all in your hands. You cannot expect. I'm being serious.
No, sorry. That was a real answer.
So left
field. Like you,
so left field, right?
I'm sorry. I just think about that when I see players complaining about girls taking advantage of their money, that they got pregnant. That was your dick that went in her. You know what I mean? That was his gun he was holding. You cannot expect your friends to protect your bag. You can't. Like, it's really on you. You're a grown-ass man now. I know you're 23, but you're a grown man, and you have to think for yourself.
But we're not grown. Like, he would still be in college.
He ain't grown, though.
What's grown?
Think about
25. Over 25 is like when you should be grown.
That's probably the problem there.
Like, think about your seniors in college. You're still fratting out.
Yeah.
He's still
Now, if we go to all frats and pull up all these CEOs and pull up all the shit they were doing in college at 22, 23.
Yeah.
They'd be embarrassed with themselves. That's the phase he's in with more money.
But the problem is that those dudes, however it was going down, because shit, we all been in college.
Money.
But my point is, that stuff is under wraps, right?
Yes.
Ja can have a whole Matrix arsenal at the crib, playing with guns all day, every day, whenever he wants, as long as we don't see it. The video now leaking becomes the issue, right?
Yes.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's just one of those things is you have social media. He can't control his behavior yet. That's what I said. He's still in invisible mode.
He wants to be.
You have 200 million and you think you the shit.
Yeah,
you can't. I don't give a fuck if he in the mall. If he see a bunch of kids, he's grittying in front of them. Like he's on a level wwhere he can't see himself.
It's like he missed something.
He's too close to the elephant.
He's missing.
He's too close to his stardom.
There's something missing. Like,
he need a girl.
Listen.
He need a woman.
How do you know if it's an elephant until you back up, right? So his stardom's here, he's here. So he can't see the whole thing. Only way you see this fucking elephant is when you get suspended and it's moved. And you're like, oh shit, I've been fucking up.
But he's already done that.
Yeah, but this is round two.
I'm saying he got suspended for 8 games.
Here y'all go. See? I was the only one that said that ain't no goddamn suspension.
Yeah, that was
fake Miami. He probably was at the strip club in Miami.
He didn't go there, first of all. I don't think he went there.
So it was like fluff. So it wasn't real. And the reason it wasn't real was this. What did he actually lose?
Nothing.
He didn't lose anything.
About 40 mil, though.
No, he didn't.
I'm saying with the
No,
he
did not. That money didn't come out of his account.
Him, yeah.
It hasn't came out of his account.
Yeah.
So it's not like he had it in his account or he was getting it now and then he lost it. Everything he's lost was not in real time.
Yeah.
So on his next contract, he's going to be $40 million short. Ooh. Now, if he lost $40 million out of his bank account, like, we're going to find you $40 million, and he had to motherfucking write a check or some shit, oh, yeah, he would have been done.
You could feel that.
Oh, he would have stopped that shit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker wouldn't have did no gritty no more. But it's not. It's fantasy money to him. He don't care.
Yeah.
So we already talked about Josh, 23 years old, got the Nike shoe deal. I'm sure that's in question now. Got a slew of endorsement deals, including Powerade, that were already in jeopardy after the 8-game suspension. Now, Miko, you touched on this a little bit, but is Ja a product of bad influences or is Ja the bad influence? Because at some point, he's got to be accountable for the shit that he's doing.
I think it's 50-50. It's both.
That might be true.
It's 50-50.
And since you guys are saying he's not a man yet, I mean, as a woman, when this is what's sad, parents, mostly the mothers, raise their daughters and they baby their sons. I was taught that 18, I'm a grown-ass woman. I gotta have my shit together. I can't do this, I can't do this. Men are just like coddled, like, oh, he's young. Oh, well, men mature late. You know, you guys get a lot of excuses for the things you do, and as women, we don't really get that all the time. And so I think that what happened with that bullshit suspension, that slap on the wrist, made him feel even more invincible. Like, they didn't even do anything. Like, if I do something else, I'll be okay. It's the off season. They can't suspend me any more games. Already lost. And now look at him.
No, that's facts. You slapped me on the hand. This shit didn't hurt. I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
Right? So he is the corporate of this one. He's the one with the money. His friends is looking up to him. He's the star. So his friends is gonna move on how he thinks. Right? The team is gonna move on how he thinks. So nothing's gonna change until he changes. Right? So it's up to, this ain't even a league thing. You know, this is more of a Memphis Grizzlies owner and Ja real sit down. Like, this is a real heart-to-heart, like, thinking future, right? Like, you know, this is one of those things, if I'm the owner, like, yo, listen, you my guy. I see you retiring here. You're very special to this organization, very special to this franchise, these fans, and your family. And the way you're moving, the way you look like you're going down the wrong road. And if I don't check this behavior now, penalize you now, I don't know where you're gonna be 4 or 5 years from now. So I need you to sit and think about where you wanna go from here. So I'm gonna suspend you until I feel you have changed.
Should have did that the first time.
No.
Should have did the first time.
It's a warning.
You should have did the first time, because the first time you said, "Oh, just slap it on," like just you shouldn't have, because now look at it. That's why you gotta have that heart to heart the first time.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like they were prioritizing a playoff run.
Because you can already see where it's going, like with him. So it's like you had to have that heart to heart the first time. Because now it's kind of too late now.
No.
Yeah, as an owner, okay, what now? Like, you should have said it the first time.
I'll suspend him and say, yeah, he's done for the season. He's
for the whole season next year.
No. As an owner, before the NBA steps in, the NBA has nothing to do with this.
Oh.
They can investigate all they want. There's nothing to investigate that's going to really do anything. So as an owner, I'm saying I'm protecting you in the long run. I need you to change your behavior. We're going to move on without you. Like, your contract's coming up. I'm not worrying about that. Of course you're worth this money. That's not the problem. Your behavior is going to ruin everything. So you're suspended until you convince me you're better and you have changed. Mm-hmm. So there's no timetable. There's no timetable on it. It's when I feel he is ready to be a new person.
Does he have to cut the dreads?
That's something we're going to talk about.
Wait, do you think he has a chance to, like, work on it with the team throughout the summer and not serve a suspension at all?
But this is owner. I'm saying from today on, you're suspended until I see a drastic change in your behavior.
Yeah, but do you think that let's say
he can
his
miss
nose
one
is
game,
clean,
he can miss 30 games, it don't matter.
Let's say his nose is clean all the way
I
to
don't care
October.
about the season. It's basically what I'm telling the fans, I'm telling him, I do not care about this season because I care more about you in the long run.
But does a billionaire really care about him in the long run?
If you're a billionaire and Ja is, yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He making money.
I got Ja. Yes, I do care.
There's a job.
No, there's not a job coming in every.
There's a job. To me personally, it was the greatest thing ever that they lifted the suspension for the playoffs. I think they played way worse with him. They played better basketball without him, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So I was happy that he was playing in that series.
For Lakers-centric reasons.
I personally feel like the owner, when the original 8-game suspension, if you want to call it that, was more like, well, sure, I need him for the playoffs. Mm-hmm. We're going to do this real quick and get him out there. And that's what I think is going to happen next year, too. They want to go on a run. They want to try to win.
That's what I'm telling. But that's what I'm saying. As an owner, I'm saying 2-3 years, if he keeps his behavior up, he'll be in jail. I lose my star. This is fucking the best star I've had since I've owned this team. Fuck that. I'm thinking about the long run. I'm not thinking about it right now. So you suspended my man. We're going to move on without you. And I'm still put you on the billboards, but we're going to move on without you. We're going to move on without you right now. You just figure your shit out, and then when you're ready to join this team again, let me know. And then other than that.
Gil, you mentioned NBA is investigating the situation, gathering more information. Ja didn't do anything illegal, technically. Tennessee, open carry, permitless state. You don't need a permit to carry a gun out there. Well, let's talk about you, Gil, in your personal life. You were suspended for 50 games after the guns in the locker room incident, but you didn't get suspended for the guns. You got suspended for conduct detrimental after mocking the incident. So just a hypothetical for you. If David Stern was still running the NBA, how would he handle this job situation?
Oh, good question.
I mean, he would have strong-armed him the first time.
Yep.
Because the story was so big that David would have strong-armed him and basically forced a full season ending, which he would have probably said, if the Players Association fight it, I'm gonna go after he would have said some shit like that that's illegal, right? He would have probably did some shit like that was illegal, but it would have got him out of the news. But to be honest, it probably would have made Ja worse.
Why?
Because now he don't have hoop. Now he's with those dudes all the time.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either.
Without
Shit.
the job.
David Stern had people following him.
outside?
Remember when Melo said David Stern had like people following him?
That sounds cute.
David Stern definitely would have had
What
people
happened to
following
Antonio?
Ja.
What happened to Antonio Brown when they took football away from him?
Oh, he went crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
But we
He was
can't-
cool
I mean, that's
when he was
football.
playing.
You know,
I mean,
yeah,
you
he was
take it
football.
away,
That's
now
football.
he has his emotions, liquor, money, girls, his friends. It's worse.
No accountability,
He has too
nowhere
much
to be.
time, too much money with his own thoughts. Fuck that.
David Stern would have people watching him.
Yeah.
He's one of the biggest stars.
It don't matter if he's watching when he go. Who was watching him when he was in that car? IG Live.
No. Shit.
But
you
it would have never
doing
got
to watch it for.
But it would have never would have got to that, like you said, the first time.
And
David Stern would have got him.
Okay, but
Tell me.
this is not David Stern's NBA, it's Adam Silver's NBA. So how should the NBA handle this situation with John Morant? You say let the Grizzlies deal with it?
I'll be telling the Grizzlies, y'all got to do something.
Yeah.
Like now, huh?
And if not, I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, like suspending, like this stupid shit, suspending them indefinitely for
nothing.
team activities.
Yeah, there's
Ain't no
nothing
team
happening
activities
right now.
in the summer.
Yeah.
Come on, goddamn.
It's nothing happening.
And you telling him he can't go in the gym?
That's not good either.
That sounds stupid too.
Yeah.
Like where the fuck is my player going?
He actually should
Like,
have to
Like,
be in the gym.
Motherfucker, you better be in the gym
That's what
18
I'm saying.
hours.
It's like, wait, okay, if I told him he's not in the gym, where the fuck is he gonna be working out at? Now I gotta think of stupid shit like that. Like, no.
He gonna be working on the streets.
Shit.
It's just
Outside.
It's all, listen,
With his
it's
gun
all,
tucked under
It's all fluff, but this is an owner situation, and I think the owner needs to sit down with him and really demand change. Or 2-3 years from now, you can be out of this motherfucker
Yeah.
Hey, put
legally.
It's really sad.
him in that hoop
Because it only
program.
gets worse. It only gets worse.
Yep.
Put him in that hoop program, 23-hour lockdown. Keep your ass in the gym, 23 hours.
Because I'm gonna tell you, and this is why, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna end up happening. If he really got ops, all you do is you see his car, 911, I just seen Ja and he pointed a gun at me.
Yeah,
right?
so many people are just
Right, pointing a gun at me.
Yeah.
They pull it over and there's a gun in there. Yep.
You're done.
Yeah.
I just lied, but the fact that he has a gun in there makes it real.
And his reputation now.
Yeah.
Now he has a reputation of being
Everyone's gonna believe
someone
it,
that's
yeah.
irresponsible with a gun.
Yep.
So last question on this subject. Does Ja need to change the scenery to get his life together, or can he get it right in Memphis?
Ain't got nothing to do with the scenery. I mean, you acting like they ain't no, like the music changes when you go to a whole motherfucking new state.
Memphis is a little rough though.
He ain't listening to Memphis music.
He hanging out with them niggas like
He
yo,
ain't
Gotti
listening to music.
I mean, they got what they have golf from there. Was it money
Yeah,
back?
they got some.
Every time he's getting in trouble, who is he listening to?
NBA.
NBA.
NBA young boy.
And he on
That's
house-
who hot right now. And he on house arrest.
He on house
Baby,
arrest.
shit, you might want to put his ass on house arrest. Put y'all on house arrest. That'll get his ass going. Turn off the nigga internet. House arrest and no internet.
I think the same situation would happen if he's in Utah.
Yes. Worse.
Probably worse. Okay.
In Utah?
Yeah, Utah.
No, like Salt Lake City.
Yeah, he the biggest thug out there. That'd be.
He would be hanging with young boy.
Oh, yeah.
He would be with he would
Put his ass in Utah. Get your ass in Utah, Denver.
So I think the reality of the situation is Ja needs to be with a coach who understands the dangers of gun violence. He needs to be with a veteran leader who's not going to let this shit ride. And there's only one team I can think of. It's these Lakers.
Listen, I can tell you this one thing.
Oh God, no.
Listen.
Darvin Ham not letting that shit ride.
Shit, Darvin
but-
Ham
See this bump on the dome, dog? This
Yeah, but
Don't
he comes
hit.
around doing that shit out here. It's real gang
Yeah, man.
territory.
Yeah.
It's different.
He got to
here.
stay in the valley out on this side, though.
God.
It's a little easier over here.
Without the camera,
matter.
this is some real shit. Without the camera, his behavior is rated fucking G compared to everybody else in the NBA. That shit is rated G.
Yeah.
Rated G. What he's doing is rated fucking G compared to every NBA player. Let's not fucking, come on.
But if
This is G behavior. Dancing at a strip club. This is fucking G behavior. It's
But
only
he
because
thinks he thinks he's lit though.
Nah, shit. He better. What?
He thinks he's lit. He
He better go in the club with Allen Iverson.
Right.
Shit.
But the only difference is these other dudes aren't getting caught on camera. So we don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying.
We don't know what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on behind
Well,
closed
that's what
doors.
I'm saying. You're talking about like because it's IG and the way the world is and who he is as a player. Yeah, it looks bad, but compared to the rest of the talent in the NBA, his behavior is rated G. That is baby shit.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Am I right?
A lot of people were showing.
Yeah,
The,
right? Yeah, I'm right.
A lot of people were showing
heard worse.
they have.
Yeah, my fucking
Got
words.
people in the government in Tennessee. I think it was the governor or somebody. His whole family was holding the guns and everything.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Well, what's wrong? They're all doing this. Why can't he?" And I don't think people understand that when you sign a professional athlete contract, you don't really get to be a normal person. You don't get to do normal things. Like they can call that conduct detrimental to the team and fire you. You can lose everything.
This is an unwritten rule. There's no rule for this.
Right.
That's what I said.
So they can call
if
it
he would have
anything.
pulled up to the gun range and pulled it out and say, I'm about to go to the gun range, there's no
Nothing wrong with
investigation.
that, right.
Right? There's nothing. No one is doing anything. It's just because of the behavior and it's like how he's performing and you know, it's something to really talk about.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Do you guys, what's the odds you guys think that another video will surface of Ja just doing some dumb shit?
Oh man, I really think it depends on what
I
happens.
say high.
Yeah.
Man.
But it's high, but how does it impact it if it's some old shit, right? Can you go back?
We don't know if it's
My
old.
point, but it's like it's
He
video from a year
he
ago.
gonna
2
literally
years
have
ago.
to. He gonna literally have to come on and say, "Hey, no, hell no! Look
You
at my
know-
dreads.
Cut the dread. You need to cut them.
When I
You need to
saw-
cut
Look
the
at these
dread.
dreads. Look at this dread."
When
Look
I
at this
saw that
dress.
video, I had it on mute. I didn't hear the music, and I was like, "This is probably old. Like, no way he did it again." And they were like, "That song just
Yeah,
came
that
out."
song came out like the day before.
That
Song came out
just
Thursday at
came
midnight.
out. This
Listen,
is
I would have
new,
been like,
and I was
"No,
like, oh
NBA
my
young boy
God.
gave me this shit last year." I'm saying something. Fuck
He
it.
gave it to me right out the studio. This was a year ago.
Like
Listen.
Brown with the Migos. Oh, y'all was on this shit.
Yeah, but right.
2 years before it came out.
How long was LeBron on the meet that song?
LeBron, it was like a year
three-
before the
a
album
year
came
before
out.
it came out. Yeah.
2
I
years.
love the Migos.
Right now, listen, everyone's looking for an excuse to be like, he said it was out a year ago. He said it was out a year ago. We believe him.
All right, let's keep this thing moving, man. I think that's enough Ja talk for today. Hopefully he keeps his nose clean, stays out of trouble. Can only go from this point forward. Obviously, you know, we rock and support with Ja, the basketball player, but off the court, Demetrius needs to get his life together.
Demetrius.
Is that his real name?
Yes.
Demetrius.
I did not
real?
know that.
Demetrius.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's his
Why do
name.
I act like that?
Everybody says
He's a fucking
That's his
Demetrius.
real name.
Demetrius.
He's a Demetrius. No, why do I act like
Oh,
that?
yeah, he about that life.
Is he a junior?
Demetrius.
Yeah.
He's a junior.
Big
You can just tell he's a junior.
Yeah.
But he went to private school, and I went to private school
Nah,
too.
nah,
So
nah, that
so
shit
that
don't
make you
work
want to.
with-
I'm saying, make you want to act out even more.
Nah, that shit don't work with us.
Oh my.
Private school thugging at an all-time high.
Demetrius, big Lil T. Yeah.
Little big T.
Lil TT.
His new, hey, fuck Ja. Lil T.
TT from the
Lil
set.
T Morant. Yeah. Lil T Morant.
But let's talk about more positive things. You know, for most of us here on this couch, Brandon, I know you're probably not gonna feel this segment, but gotta talk about these Lakers. But Gil, before we jump ahead to the conference finals, let's reflect on this past weekend, give you your flowers. Before the playoffs even started, you said the Lakers would have no problem with Steph Curry and these Warriors. It'd be a night-night situation if you could see the sweatshirt I'm wearing.
Sweet. I love it.
Little night-night. You gave the Lakers a 99.7% chance of winning Game 6. Turned out to be 100%, 110% if you will. This is a much different Lakers squad than the one we saw who started 2-10. So what has been the most impressive thing about the Lakers this postseason?
That after the trade, the team really gelled quick. You know, sometimes, you know, making trades in the middle of the season is complicated. You know, if you got the wrong pieces that can't adapt fast enough, or, you know, some kids that really can't grasp plays. So the fact that those guys got traded and then, you know, picked up on all the plays that was going on is the most impressive part.
Brandon, what you think? I know.
No.
Are you back on the Lakers?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for Darvin Ham and LeBron. I mean, especially Darvin Ham's first year, everything he's went through, having Russ, having Patrick Beverly, obviously they look like they were the issue in this case. So, but just them sticking to it, Austin Reeves getting better, Lonnie coming out, doing his thing. So I'm happy for him, man. I mean, it's good. It's good for LA.
We saw Steph rocking a tough crowd. Can we get Austin Reeves and Lonnie Walker in the tough crowd?
Yeah, we can. They just got to hit me.
Winnie and Gabriel, can we get them some tough crowd?
Whoa.
Oh.
I'm trying to see what the limit is.
Come on, man.
I'm trying to see what the limit is.
He said, hold on.
First of all, you said Steph Curry.
Curry.
And then you win
Austin Reeves and Lonnie Walker.
Come on, man. We trying LeBron AD first, man.
LeBron's an old head. I don't know how to...
LeBron, AD, then Russell, and then, come on, man.
LeBron's an old head. I don't know if it's going to resonate with the kids.
It's cool.
It might tarnish the brand.
Come on, man. We're not
When you get
we're not
close
going
to
up.
40-years rocking it, that's why I've been
I'm going to say it for him, man. We're not going that low yet.
I've been very discreet.
We're not going that low.
We cool.
We cool right now on the names you said, all right? It's brand awareness right now.
They can borrow a fit. They can borrow a fit.
Yeah.
Mika, what are you seeing from these Lakers?
Well, I wanted to commend the coach. Obviously, I have not been a fan of him. I never liked his rotations early in the season. Just some of the moves they were making. I didn't like Westbrook on the team. It didn't make sense to me from the beginning. But just having the balls to play those guys, that's a gamble. Like you can get torched. Imagine Walker doesn't have the series he has or those games he has. They're gonna blame the coach. Why did you throw him in there? Why did you give him those minutes? So sometimes you gotta have the balls to stand on how you feel about a player and give them an opportunity. So props to the coach for doing that.
Myles, what do you think about these Lakers?
I like this since the trade. I thought the trade was really good for us. Everybody's gelled pretty fast. My boy D'Lo's doing good. My boy Lonnie saved us, I feel like, a couple of games for the, just that one game. Or was it 2 games?
No, 2.
It was 2 games?
Two
after
games.
not playing and just him being ready after just randomly, sitting him for, how many games was that?
Forever.
It was tough times for Lonnie.
Because I feel like at the beginning of the season, he was dropping 40, and then they was just all right, you're done now. Sit down over here. And he had to just kind of stay ready. But I don't know. I feel like I would go crazy if that happened to me. I'm dropping 40, and then I just have to sit down for however long. I don't know how he did it.
Well, he stayed mentally ready.
There's something to be said about a player that can sit that long, and then when he gets a moment, it's I'm about to make something out of this. I'm not going to be mad or nervous.
But that's what I said. When you're thinking about pro, when people say, yo, I need to be a pro, you have to really understand what being a pro is.
Yeah.
The next level. You're not guaranteed to really play, right? We've seen him at the beginning. He was balling, oh, shit. And then all of a sudden, they decided, we're not going to use you anymore.
That's what I hated.
And you sitting there coming into the locker room and the court
Another DNP.
Damn, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
He just decided you out of this rotation.
Yeah.
He's showing the rotation, and you became the guy on the out. And you have to understand that, all right, as somebody he's gonna come back towards me, I need to be ready.
Yep.
So
he was ready at the perfect time.
Perfect time. That's what I'm saying. He's about to get about 50-something million.
For sure.
Austin Reeves gonna get 100.
Yeah, but Lonnie signed a 1-year, I think, $6.5 million deal, prove-it deal, and interviewed him early in the season. He was putting up career numbers at that point. Went through this stretch of DNPs. It looked like the bag was going to be fumbled. He might have been holding on for dear life coming into this next offseason when he was a free agent. Now he might have a 50-piece coming to him. And somebody's going to take that risk, which is sad. He might not be on the Lakers again, but while he's here, let's go ahead and get it, Lonnie. Get us this chip.
Yeah, you here now.
So, Gil, how would you grade? People have been critical of Darvin, Miko, like you mentioned. Bubba Dub, friend of the show, calls him Bumpy. That's his new name now. They was clowning Darvin early in the season. Been one of the best coaches in the league since the trade deadline. Went toe-to-toe with Taylor Jenkins. Went toe-to-toe with Hall of Famer Steve Kerr. He did him like Debo did Red for asking for his bike back in both instances. So how would you grade Darvin Ham's coaching in the postseason thus far?
I want to give him a B because he does have LeBron and AD, right? I do because he do have those two. But I'll give him an A because if they get swept next round, he still did an amazing job because no one expected us to be in the playoffs, right? No one expected us to be in the playoffs. So the fact that he's where he's at, I mean, I grade him an A.
I'm giving it an A+. Fuck that. First year,
Yeah.
come out, go through all that. They trying to get you up out of here, get the Lakers out the second round, back in the Western Conference Finals. A+, man. First year.
Didn't they give them like a point something or like 2%
Like,
chance
yeah,
to make the playoffs?
Yeah, it was bad.
It was something
A+.
super janky.
We weren't even supposed to make the playoffs, period. You know, so for him to get into the Western Conference Finals, it all started when they did all the trades and everything, and he made the right calls. One of the most important things I think he did in the first and second round is telling Anthony Davis in some of those games, like, you're playing the whole fourth quarter. Like, you can flop and fall and act like you hurt all you want to, but you're in there. Because that's what he would do sometimes, I think. He would fall and grabbing everything, and he needs to sit down. Like, no, get up. You're playing. You're playing. You know, and I think that when your coach tells you something like that and you got that, Anthony Davis mentally might be weak to me. And so when a coach tells you, like, you're playing, it might have like kick-started something in his brain, like, shit, I gotta really like buck up and like play for my team. I can't be doing this fake injury shit no more. It's just not cool.
Yeah, we saw the inconsistencies in the first round against the Grizzlies. Have a good game, have a bad game, have a good game, have a bad game. Then this Warriors series, it was kind of like, when's he gonna have this bad game? Didn't do it. You know what I mean? I think games 3, 4, 5, and 6 especially.
He did have one bad one.
I mean, earlier.
Yeah, it was good, bad, and then good.
Good. I mean,
Yeah,
but it was just, Because I'm going into game 6, all right, this motherfucker had too many good games in a row. It's about time. It's about time for that.
And he didn't disappoint.
It's about time for that slump to go to game 7.
Right? That was fucked
No,
up.
but
Like,
you know everybody
he had
was
3 good
thinking
games
it.
in a row.
Yeah.
Looking at the numbers, Gil, just looking at, you know, I never doubt Anthony Davis.
When he got the concussion and had the wheelchair, I almost
Nah, the
threw my
wheelchair was
phone.
insane.
I almost threw my phone at the TV.
Insane.
Like, no, he didn't call for a wheelchair. Like, no, he
But
didn't.
Did he call for it? Did they make that decision for him?
He
When it
did
was
that.
explained and he had to go all the way around the arena.
I don't give a shit. Get your ass walk. Okay? Walk. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
that's
That was
what-
just so dramatic to me.
But coming off of that into game 6, it was definitely like, oh, you know, if he did play bad, we got the excuse of, you know, and shout out to the Lakers medical staff, no concussion protocol.
he's playing.
He good to go.
Yeah.
Put some tussin on and get back out there.
Man, look, this is at the playoff. You're gonna have to die.
Yeah. You're literally
I
going to
don't
have
give a
to.
fuck what
The
the medical
stretcher got
staff.
to
I
come
don't give a
out.
fuck what the medical staff said.
The stretcher gotta
hell
come
no.
out.
Shut up. I'd have been like, shut up, doctor. He playing.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever you need to write. If he die, he die.
Yeah.
If he died, he died. If he dies.
We winning this game fucking 6.
Some-
Drago.
Not the Rockies.
With the Drago. Myles, I didn't mention it earlier, but Myles O'Neal for the fans, obviously your pops is Shaq.
Yeah.
Were you a Lakers fan just at birth? Did you have any choice in life?
I mean, I kind of like went with him like as he went to his different teams. But I think after I stopped cheering for him when he was in like Phoenix, because then I just moved my focus fully on to LeBron, and it's just been on LeBron since then. But I told him, we had like a conversation about it when I was a kid.
Was there ever any
Like dad.
Celtics love? Like, how'd
You had
you
to
feel
sit
about
him
that?
down?
No.
Okay.
It's never any Celtics stuff.
No,
I'm still.
we don't acknowledge. We don't
Once you
acknowledge.
start moving, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
look,
yeah.
you go
Like, it was like
journeyman now.
it was like we were in Arizona and it was like Cleveland. We were like, yeah.
You're on your own, Pops. Go ahead. Go ahead and get it.
Going out there.
Pops
But let's get back to AD. Let's
No, hell no. Listen, that shit hurt, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, you know how you be like, yeah, who's your favorite player to your kids? And my little one was like, Kyrie. All right, who else? KD. Who else? Curry. Who else? LeBron. What about me? You're old. All right, I'm done, dog. Right, he won't even wear my shoes.
Oh my God.
Give me the LaMelos.
Speaking of kids.
put the LaMelos over the edges.
Speaking of kids, my son came up to me and he was like, "Mommy, did you know that you were on the Gilbert Arenas show?" And I was like, "How did you know that?" He was like, "It was on YouTube. I saw a clip." He was like, "Do you know him?" And I was like, "Yeah, I kind of know him." He's like, "Can you introduce me to him?" I'm like, "For what?" He's like, I just didn't know you knew him. Like, he's 12. Like, he knows who you are. Like, he's a fan." I was like, "Oh, okay, Gil still got some fans out here." But he plays 2K, so he plays with you on that game. So
Transcending generations.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this Lakers-Nuggets matchup now. AD's been the best defensive player this postseason. Joker's putting up historic numbers on the offensive end. Between Joker and AD, who do you see being the best big in this series?
Oh, God.
Tough ones. We had some tough ones on Gil's Arena, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, that is a tough one because You know, Joker just brings a whole nother element with passing.
AD's been playing good, though.
Oh, man. I'm going to go with Joker. I know. I'm just being real.
I hope AD sees this.
Just keep it
I hope
real.
I'm just going to be real.
Yeah.
When you're talking about 7 games, I mean, Joker's, if you look at Joker's stats,
Triple doubles.
fucking the whole playoff series damn near triple double. So you can see he's playing perfect basketball, right? And AD, we got every other game. We got every other game AD. So, this ain't a series where he can do that. He has to be able to match this dude stat for stat. I mean, you got 10 assists that you're gonna have to try to make up for.
I mean, he's playing perfect basketball against DeAndre Ayton, against Jock Landale.
Who's this? Listen.
Is he doing this against AD?
I'm going with AD.
I don't think so, but shit, 10, 10, and 10 is still fucking nice.
But Joker got to guard AD on the defensive end too. That's the one thing we got.
10, 10, and 10.
I like AD 30 and 15 tonight.
I just need AD to get some offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds mostly for AD, I feel.
Yeah.
We missed
He'll
a lot
get like
of
13
shots,
to 15.
Yeah, if he can get
I'm
it,
going with
just get us
AD.
20,
I'm going with AD on this one.
that's 20
AD a
rebounds a game, 20 and 20 every game.
That's gonna be.
It's not.
AD a champion.
I think that a lot of this is going to come down to coaching because what Denver is doing a lot of is this screen and roll, getting the switch. Like, we've got to have a game plan for that. We can't get AD out here on Murray a lot of times. Like, I feel like a lot of that's going to come down to coaching because they might not want AD on him. They might do a whole bunch of switching and picking and rolling. So for me, it's going to be about overall, like, how AD handles everybody he guards. You know what I mean?
I mean, I felt he did good against Steph.
Not really.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Y'all talking like there was a chance we're gonna lose.
No.
The question was just about them
rolling with Joker.
You rolling with Joker.
No, that was just.
There is a chance we can lose this series.
Well, hell no. I
There
thought
is
y'all
a
was
chance.
just talking about just the two themselves. I didn't know this was some team shit. Because there's no way those Lakers is losing. All right.
Well,
I heard you talking about the overall.
That's the energy I like.
Once you threw overall, and I was like, wait, she thinking we gonna lose?
My heart is Lakers, but I have to be realistic. Like, look at how Denver's playing. Like, come on, be honest.
Oh no, we whipping through them.
We whipping through them. All right, Gil.
How many games?
Gil don't want to be realistic.
In 6?
It's 6.
We're not
Everybody's saying
going-
5.
Huh? I
Lakers
want
in 5.
but it's 6. We're gonna win it here. We're not going to Denver. Altitude, some shit might happen. We good. All right, 6 here.
Altitude.
So what's going to happen in the first 2 games?
Split it.
Wait, but I thought, is Jamal Murray even playing tonight? I thought he wasn't playing.
Wait, what?
It don't matter.
It's a game time decision, I think.
What happened to him?
Scared.
The Wi-Fi.
Here we go.
He's scared.
Your word for it.
D-Lo coming to
That
town.
would be great for us.
D-Lo coming to
That
town.
would be great for us if he...
D-Lo coming to town. He's scared. You know that's how we do it. That's how we do it in the locker room. Yeah. That's that locker room shit. Don't look at him. Oh, you scared of D-Lo. Motherfucker be limping like, no, just take me up. D-Lo coming to town.
Brandon, who winning the series?
I got the Lakers.
Okay. How many games?
I like 6 or 7.
Mika, who?
6. We got to go Lakers in 6. We can't go game 7. That's not a good idea. We got to get this done.
I got
early.
Lakers in 6. I got Lakers, Nuggets, Lakers, Nuggets, Lakers.
He watches the
It's
game.
all out. He got it
We
all
too positive
mapped out.
on this couch. I think the Nuggets gonna sweep LeBron. I just don't know if you got it. You got to drop 40 on somebody, LeBron, for me to really respect you out here. I just don't know if you got it anymore, Bron. I'm gonna say Nuggets sweep.
Reverse psychology.
I mean, you're right, bro.
I got it.
Show they need this shit too.
We need Barkley to pick them to sweep. Then we really winning it. Whatever Barkley says doesn't happen.
Yo, I got the Denver now. Like, good, yes. Outdated.
The AD Joker matchup, I think the most concerning thing is AD's a little light in the ass, has the potential to get in foul trouble if Joker really just goes at him. But you can say that on the other side as well. I can see a world where AD gets Joker in foul trouble.
Yes.
But I think one of the big things the Lakers are missing that they did have in 2020 was Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard was probably the X factor in that series, difference maker. He got in Joker's mind, was able to lock him up, chocolate shoulders, Debo. So, Winya Gabriel, I don't really see him kind of being a threat for Joker. He's more or less food. But let's talk about another man the Lakers brought in, Tristan Thompson.
TT!
Can Tristan Thompson provide some meaningful minutes on Joker this series?
TT about to be in that motherfucking Kardashian style.
We need fouls.
Kardashian, he trying to get his woman back, so he gonna be out there playing real good defense. He good.
We just need the fouls.
Yes.
We need the fouls.
He got his girl.
We need the body.
He's trying to get back in the home, and the only way you get back on the home for the Kardashians, you gotta be put out there like that. Like TT in the newspaper, stopping the Joker. Stopping the Joker, boy. That's headlines. That's gonna be on the new show. Tristan Thompson stops the Joker. Oh, they're gonna run a marathon with that. We good.
Oh
we good.
my God.
All we need is about 3.5 minutes.
Yeah,
maybe
3 good minutes. He's
Just give
over
him 3.
3 all.
The
Yeah.
Joker be putting that nigga in the basket.
Shit, you
No.
crazy as hell.
Tristan,
TT gonna take
Even
that shit
if you
personal.
don't,
You got Joker.
even if you don't, we just need him to foul him hard. Like, we need the body. We need the presence, you know, the banging, getting him a little tired, hitting him in awkward places, making him mad. You know, like, that's really what I'm expecting out of TT.
TT.
Tristan Thompson, we need 4 minutes. Let 80 take the other 44. Just don't fuck up in that 4
Yeah, nah, he ain't.
Doing the first half.
He gonna,
doing
Joker,
44
Joker gonna
for 4
be-
minutes.
Joker gonna be.
That's a big gap.
Just give me 4 good minutes,
That's a
Tristan
big
Thompson.
gap, my nigga.
Well,
No,
44
come
for
on,
a pass?
stop, man. He's a defensive player. He plays hard. He knows the assignment.
Yeah.
Pick and roll.
This is
He
what
ain't
you
gonna
got
get
signed
it.
for.
If you get the offensive rebound, pass that shit out. I don't give a fuck if you by yourself. You by yourself, pass it out. We don't give a shit. What? Pass it out. He knows his role.
Yeah.
TT about to be. Listen, he gonna be the hero.
Would that be a corner store player with Tristan Thompson?
Yeah, he's like a
big-
corner.
big-
He's like a liquor store under the basket type. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah.
So we haven't talked about LeBron.
All right.
Brandon, you gotta believe. You gotta come back on this side, all right?
All right.
Steph let you down.
Leave that
He
shit
said,
alone.
all right.
Leave
I
that
saw
alone.
Steph rocking the tough crowd. I thought, no, it's going 7. No way Steph's gonna do this. Disrespect Brandon Jennings with the tough crowd.
He ain't got no help.
Disrespectful.
He ain't had no help.
Still. So, you,
He still balled out though.
so Clay was
Still
ready.
balled out and he had a good speech. So
Clay needed some tough crowd too.
I told
I gave it to him the night
listen,
before. He ain't
There
wear it.
you have it. There you have it.
He ain't
Look what
wear it.
happened.
I told y'all what was gonna happen. Soon as he said, I've been waiting for this moment for 12 years. Soon as he said that, oh, he's done. This is like meeting the wife of your dreams. Yeah, you nutting up. It's over.
Nutting quick.
It's over for you in all 3
Sorry.
games.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's beautiful.
No, let's be honest. His 3 games here in LA is probably the worst of his playoff career.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
I was
That
very
was a rough
happy.
one.
He was too excited. It was
was a rough.
too much for him. And he put that on himself. It was like a dream come true.
Well, we appreciate you, Clay.
Told y'all,
And if it happens next season, keep it
y'all
up.
see me on the group chat. Hey, I didn't even watch it. I was like, how's this game 6 going? I woke up and, well, how's this game 6 going?
I was
I
already
already know.
drunk. I was already drunk
Already
celebrating
know.
I was in
the
the
Heat
chat.
win
It's
and the
rigged.
Panthers.
Shit is rigged.
Yeah.
So let's talk about LeBron. 38 years old, year 20.
Yeah.
The foot is janky. He got a little bit of
Man,
break.
stop saying his foot janky.
We got to point it out. Gil,
Jensen,
I need an
that's just
excuse
bad
if it don't go the
energy.
right
Let's
way.
Get that out of here. That
This is
energy's
pro-
gone.
But I'm saying we got to use this propaganda because if it don't go the right way, we got the excuse to fall back on.
We got our own propagandas. Got it.
Okay.
The janky foot still performing at a high level. He's 38 years old though. But who's the best matchup for LeBron James in this series? Because that's something the Nuggets got to keep in mind as well.
No.
We got Joker, but we got to still try and stop LeBron.
No one.
Aaron
Nobody.
Gordon.
Who?
Nobody.
Aaron Gordon.
Nobody,
Aaron
buddy.
Gordon want that?
Stop.
Nobody, buddy.
Nobody.
Bruce Brown?
No.
Aaron Gordon.
Oh, I thought you said Bruce Bowen. I was like, he came back.
Man, come on, hell, man. Somebody
He about to
get
get
hurt.
his ass torched.
Right.
Because that's the one thing, you know, AD, Joker neutralize each other. D-Lo, Austin Reeves, hopefully in theory, will help neutralize KCP and Jamal Murray. But then you got LeBron, MPJ.
Bruh.
Right in the camera.
I'm putting Aaron.
Right through him.
I'm putting Aaron Gordon on him.
You could.
That's why I put something. We're gonna put something.
Yeah. I don't think there's anybody
I mean-
on their team, not even in the league, honestly.
I'll tell you who I'll put on him,
Who?
but, you know.
No, Gil, keep it to yourself, dog.
Who?
Wait.
They watching.
Wait.
They watching.
Huh?
Who?
I'll put Murray on him.
I put
Why?
KCP on him then.
Why? Why Murray?
Because what does he have over Murray?
Height.
So what is he going to do with the ball then?
Go down. Back him down.
Pass it, go to the free throw line, so his whole offense is going to change. Versus if he has a bigger guy on him,
He get
gonna,
cooking.
he's going to be out on
That's
here
a
and he's
good
going to
point.
drive by.
That's a good point.
Hey,
You,
where'd it go?
you giving up
You
too
just
much
gave it up.
info.
There you go.
That's a good point.
There you go, right
That
there.
reminds me of what
This shit
happened
is going
in the
7.
Celtics series.
Yeah,
that reminds me of that.
now.
Yeah.
Yo, say psych and say
Because I'm definitely tweeting that.
I was just playing. I was just playing. Y'all know.
Christian Braun on him.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all scrub this shit, all right? I know we live, but scrub it.
You know the Nuggets are watching, trying to get information. Nuggets fans out there trying to glean whatever they can from this basketball mind. All right, so we talked Lakers. Now we got to talk about the team that the Lakers dethroned in the previous round. Let's talk about these Warriors. Warriors won the chip last year. Officially joined the ranks of a dynasty. I think 4 chips in 8 years. Showed they could do it without KD. But they didn't have to play the Lakers. Every time they've seen the Lakers these postseasons in the LeBron era, it's been an L. Playing championship 2021, they lost to the Lakers. Hang the banner. 2023, same situation. Looked like this was a different Warriors team, obviously, than the team that won the championship. Yes, they brought back their top 6 players, but some pieces were missing. You know, guys who were instrumental in the locker room. You also had the season starting off on a bad note with Draymond Green giving Jordan Poole the one-hitter quitter. So when you look at the state of the Warriors in this team, should the Warriors run it back with the big 3 of Steph, Clay, and Dre, or is it time for the team to move in a different direction and blow this thing up?
I mean, the big 3 has always been fine. You know, they play well together. They understand the roles. They understand the mission. Now it's just finding pieces that can complement them when they come off the bench. What made Warriors powerful is the bench was just as strong as that starting unit, and sometimes even stronger. So when you took Clay and Steph out at the beginning of the fourth quarter, the reason that they wasn't playing in the fourth quarter is because once that second unit came in, they push it up from 10 to 20. So there's no point of putting Clay and Curry in. So it's finding a second unit that can really outplay, you know, everyone else's second unit.
Yeah, I mean, I think this will be the last time we see this squad play together. Probably the big 3 will probably stay, but I can see them moving pieces. Depends on if Draymond opts in. If he doesn't, then we can see a whole different other squad. So, but I could see Clay and Steph staying there. But everybody else is kind of just up in the air to me.
I think the biggest difference for me in this team is Clay. He was a great defender. Clay used to get, like, even on offense, that first step, I think those surgeries damaged him. Like, he can shoot, obviously, but when you don't have that step, when you don't have that push, and he's not guarding people. Remember, he was the guy. He would be the guy guarding LeBron, guarding whoever was their, you know, three man or whoever their strongest offensive player is. He's not that anymore. So for me, that was a big difference maker. That's why their bench was so good as well, because when you came off, you already had to leave. Remember how they used to kill people? They used to put people away in the third quarter? They're not even that same team anymore. They lost damn near half their games on the road. Like, this was not even the same team, and I think Clay is a big part of why they're not the same. He's not the same at all. Everybody else is the same, but Clay is not the same. And that's not to say get rid of him. That just means he needs more help now. Now you need somebody that can guard those guys.
I thought like after Draymond Green knocked out Jordan Poole, I don't know if he knocked him out, but you know what I mean. I thought they were all saying like, yeah, the Warriors are done with Draymond Green. He's going to be gone right after the season's over. He's gone. And now it's like well, who has to go?
No. Draymond ain't going nowhere unless he begged to come to the Lakers.
I still feel like, too, like when they traded Gary Payton II and they didn't bring him back in the beginning, like they lost their firepower with that. Wiggins being gone later, those 20 games, too. Like, kind of just, the team was just like all over the place. Like, you know, Gary came back hurt when they should have just kept him. They should have just signed him. Like, just different things like that, too. I felt like kind of messed him up, too.
Actually, thinking about Draymond, if I'm Draymond, if I'm the Warriors, I'm trying to convince Draymond not to opt in. Because he's going to opt into what is that?
27 about.
So he opts into 27, but I can sign him to like a three-year deal, but it starts off at like a 16, 17. So I can get back $11 million or whatever, $8 million that I can sign somebody else. If he opts into the 27, that's on my hard cap. So I'll be trying to convince him to not opt in, and we'll just re-up So that 27 is not the number. It'd be like, 17, 18, 19.
So like 3 for 50 or somewhere in,
Yeah.
in that
But
neighborhood?
is that player positive? Like, would he do that?
Draymond?
Yeah.
To win? Yeah.
Yeah.
To win.
He'll do that to win.
So if you
Because he already knows, man. Listen, them boys over there, they got all of San Francisco to they touch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can, any startup company, listen.
Yeah.
So you said the under the table movement.
Listen, I mean,
I got the new Uber for you, Draymond. Just put,
I
put
get
$5 in there.
right? I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a good
shit,
point.
Yeah.
that's the benefit that playing out there does provide, right? You right in Silicon Valley, and to be real, everybody says LeBron came to LA for Hollywood. Hollywood bread is cool, but that tech bread is on a whole nother, level. You know what I mean? That's different. That's a different level of bread. But let's say hypothetically, you Draymond, Warriors say, Dre, cut us a deal. We love you, want to bring you back. We'll do you 3 for 50. But somebody else says, Dre, we'll give you 3 for 75.
Sure.
but I mean,
It's not the Warriors.
I'm only telling them to opt out. Don't opt in because we have a
Deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now you Dre and you opt out. I'm saying another team comes in and says,
The only team that can pull that, the only person that has that kind of power will be LeBron. He's not gonna go anywhere else,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be San Francisco or coming to the Lakers.
Yeah.
So the only person that can, come on over here will be
LeBron.
LeBron.
think-
Other than that, he's staying in San Francisco.
because I'm just throwing out hypothetical, but if there's another contender level team,
No.
But he doesn't fit
San
anywhere else.
Francisco
Yeah, he
or
doesn't-
LeBron.
You can't just put Draymond anywhere
I get-
else.
I know,
Like,
but
you know what I mean? That he fits there.
He
Like,
fits there because
fits.
of all the shooting that
Yes.
they have.
Yeah.
That he can just be like, all right, I'm going to take it from point A to point C to point D,
Yeah.
and that's his role.
now what if another team comes in and says, all right, we'll give
Ain't
you
no
3
fucking other team.
3 for 90.
There ain't no fucking other
I'm
team.
just saying. At what point do you
'Cause
say,
no-
fuck that, I got to get my bag?
Nobody's going to want to
no-
give him
no
that.
one's gonna
because
give him
how
that.
can he contribute on those other teams
I get it.
that don't have that kind of roster?
But we've seen wild shit in this
We
NBA.
have.
So I just, I mean,
Right.
I mean, when you're talking about $90 million and the optics is he's uncontrollable.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're looking. We're like, oh, he's uncontrollable. He punches players. They don't know the inside.
He don't even
and
know if the other
outside.
team's gonna defend him like
so,
they do.
So it's one of those things where it's like,
because I can see Matt Ishbia coming in, Michigan State brother, and
they don't
I'm
have
just saying, I mean, there's a lot of wild shit. Somebody say, we'll give you that phenomenal bag. We need you to
Boston's
Yeah.
the only
And that's what I was gonna say too. If the Celtics came through,
No.
pick and roll.
I know how we feel,
What I'm
but
saying is pick and roll.
But
with-
nasty.
who's he starting over? Who's he starting over?
Al Horford.
Nah.
No.
Nah, I'm not.
No.
Nah. I'm not getting Draymond over Al Horford.
Wait, what position Al Horford is?
The
what?
5.
The 5.
Oh yeah, then he's get the yeah, you're right. Get one of them guards. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but he's
Get one of them.
keeping
One of them
Horford.
6'2".
got Robert Williams, I'm
Horford is
saying.
their Swiss Army knife.
Robert Williams, 5'5".
He would not go to
Both ways.
He wouldn't do that to himself.
I don't think it
I said
would
he
work
wouldn't go
out.
to Boston.
but
No, I know he wouldn't go to Boston, but I'm saying the only team that I can see him going to that's like, all right, I need to take it from Tatum to Brown.
Somewhere else, yeah.
Right?
Okay,
You know what I
okay.
mean? I'm like,
I
all
can
right.
still be effective.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I can
Still
take
be
it
on
from
a
one
championship
superstar.
contender.
Yeah.
But they'd have to
It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
players.
take somebody
Like right
else.
now, the players is 2 players that's trying to figure out how to coexist. So you need that one player who's going to take it from A
makes
to
the
C.
choices on who gets it, yeah.
And I would just throw in, I mean, I think some of the issue even with that Jordan Poole stuff, Draymond went here to quitters Jordan Poole. A week later, he signs a 4-year extension. You're looking at how Poole performed in these playoffs. If the Warriors did decide to say, yo, we're going to still rock with Poole, Dre.
And they stupid. I'm not right. Listen.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it.
Poole, me, after I signed him, no matter what his workout regimen is, I'm pretty sure he's working out well because he has, 2 people that he can look at that's doing it on a very high level. My question is, if Curry is down, can he lead the team? Can he bring in what Steph is bringing in consistently? Or is this one of those games where he might have 40, might have 15, might have 40, he's gonna have 6, 7 turnovers because he's trying some stupid shit,
Yeah.
right? And if I can't say yes, then if somebody else wants him and I can bring in somebody else who's more stable, then that's what I'll do.
So look at the state of the team now. Draymond could be a free agent this season if he opts out. Clay will be a free agent next season unless they figure out an extension on his side. Jordan Poole signed through 2027. Obviously, Draymond-Jordan Poole fight was a bigger deal than they tried to first initially act like. In an interview with the Ringer's Logan Murdoch, Poole had this to say about his relationship with Draymond. I don't have no answer for you. It's just been business. It's been basketball. So now let's go into the hypothetical world. Draymond opts in for next season. The Warriors need to try and move Jordan Poole to improve that
Where's
roster.
where's Wiggins? What is his contract?
Wiggins signed an extension, I believe, this past offseason as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, see,
got it.
I will personally be telling Draymond, if I'm them, Draymond, opt out. Opt out, we'll re-up, and we'll try to make it work on whatever number you like. Even if I have to backload it, if I have to backload the contract, I'll be trying to trade Wiggins and Poole and try to get another big piece that comes in.
See, I like
And
Wiggins.
I'll have so much free money that I can sign any other. I can still sign fucking Middleton. If Draymond does what he can do, I can fucking still sign Middleton. Trade these two, get some big piece, let's say Jaylen Brown, and then sign somebody like Middleton.
I mean, it would seem like Jordan Poole being from Milwaukee, I just don't know if the Bucks would want to take that deal. You could even work out a sign and trade for Middleton if he proved to be unhappy.
No. I don't need to trade them. I can sign.
I don't know if there's enough bread with this new CBA. I'm just trying to tell you, all right?
Man,
Why are you trying to help the Warriors?
Listen, rich people do what rich people do.
They gonna figure it out?
That's what I said. If I'm an owner, you ain't even got to ask me, am I cheating? The answer's going to be yes.
Yes, I'm fucking
The answer's
cheating.
going to be yes. We're going to be having secret meetings with rich folks, right? I got silicone. I'm an owner. I got all silicone. All right, we're going to do some deals.
Take the vet minimum, Dre, and what do you know? That investment we just plugged in is here for $150 million.
Yeah. Y'all, listen, I'm one of those. If you see Steph Curry sign for vet minimum, you already know I done did some crooked
Don't
shit.
went under the table.
You done already know I done did some crooked shit. You ain't even got to ask me.
me.
Don't even ask me the question.
I'm waiting to see that, though. I mean, you have to be a guy who's done that, but in this new CBA, at some point, guys that value winning, like you go to a place like the Warriors, like, oh, don't worry, we got you. Got this investment for you.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you that invest in the team, whoever, I want to know the person who brung that up. I don't know which owner I can put in. Mavericks. That's the only one who's smart enough to, who's savvy enough to do some shit like that.
Well, shit, if they
Mark Cuban.
If they smart, they'll invest in underdog fantasy. That's all I'm gonna say. You could do gaming companies now and all that type of shit.
Can I ask one question? Do you guys see that big core Warriors 3, Draymond, Clay, and Curry winning a championship together again ever?
No.
That was my final question.
I do.
Is
I
this
do.
the end of the
I see-
Warriors dynasty? The Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I see Steph getting 5.
5 what?
5 rings.
Okay.
With
Him and
Clay
Bron gonna
and
end with
Draymond?
The reason I would say yes is because they're the only 3 that actually are jailed, right?
And that's been so many times.
Yeah, they've been there, they've done it, they know the plan. All you do is just have to build a team around those.
That's
3.
what's going to matter to me. Like, those 3 can stay together all they want. It's really, for me, about what other pieces they add to them. Because these 3 have shown, well, Steph is enough, but I just don't feel like Draymond and Clay are the same players. Draymond might be the same player, but he's, his role is diminished drastically. Clay is not the same. So it depends, to me, if they win again, it's going to be because of what they add to the team.
Yeah. I mean, there's been some talk in Warrior circles. Obviously, I keep my eye on them, mainly to slander them, but also a lot of good insight on that side. Easy to slander. A lot of tough talk good leading up to this series. A lot of, Steph's era, all this other shit we had to deal with. LeBron thwarted you guys yet again with no KD. But that's neither here nor there. Some talk, might be time for Clay to come off the bench. And I wouldn't even say come off the bench, but it might be time to play Clay 6-man minutes. Clay, you can still start.
To who?
What?
That's what I'm saying.
But that's,
Depends on who they bring in.
Yes, exactly.
in other words, they'll be on that bullshit.
I mean, they're going to bring in some pieces. Now, listen, the Warriors are getting pieces.
That's
Everybody wants to play there too. Like, who
What I'm
wouldn't
saying
want to
is
play
that
there?
you have
Run and shoot threes.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You have, like, unless if I get Dame Lillard,
Woo! Don't put that in the air. He's
that's what
coming
I'm
to
saying.
the
What kind
Lakers.
of move am I making?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a hell of a move. I like that.
Man.
Then I'll bring Clay off the bench.
I like that.
I mean, we don't want, Dame, obviously from the Bay Area, appears to be unhappy with the situation with the Blazers if that team can't rebuild. But the Warriors are going to do, they're going to do some shit the Lakers used to do back in the day. Like, Lakers made a great trade, but, what I'm saying? Lakers back in the day was going to make that bullshit-ass trade. It's like, God damn, how the fuck did they get this dude?
Would you do Wiggins and Poole for Dame?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right
Today.
now. Everybody can go.
Today.
Half the niggas can go.
You go
Today.
Wiggins, Kuminga, I'll give you some draft picks.
With them four, yeah.
Today.
I mean, to me, Dame, like, where are you gonna go?
What?
New
And
York?
Dame, you remember how he was talking that shit last year about, loyalty, I'm not gonna hop around, I'm gonna stay here. Now look at you. Now you like, well.
I mean, he lied once he got
Loyalty a two-way street.
Once he got the money. Once he got the money.
It's no different than what we do with girls. Yeah, I'm gonna take you serious, you my girl, and then boom, get it. Like, yeah, you know what? Hey, shorty, I'll hit you later. We'll talk about this later. I ain't really.
But where would he go though, Dame? Like where would he go?
Lakers. I want him.
What?
That would be nice.
I want him.
Listen, if you got Dame, Steph, Clay, Draymond.
Right back.
Oh,
right back. Right back.
Nasty.
Right back.
You still got the rest of them donkeys we don't know about?
That's
like
nasty.
Kuminga and all them. Oh, Ballooney and shit. Oh, shit.
You know, if there's one thing we know about the Warriors, they're not going to stay down. After LeBron
Yeah.
got them in 2016, they fucked up a lot of our summers. Going to getting KD, it was instantaneous.
Man, that ruined my whole summer.
It was very.
I remember
Yeah.
where I was at. I remember where I was at.
Everybody-
Where I was
It was
doing.
very deflated.
You know the trade was so good when everyone gets mad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Hype.
shit. Like,
Everybody got mad.
who the?
I was.
Oh, no, you can't be like,
Yeah.
like when you actually piss people
Yeah.
off. Like,
Yeah.
That shit still hurts, Gil, to this
no,
day.
that's just, like usually when you make a trade, everybody like, oh, this is a good trade. You know, there's gonna be
Yeah.
when you get mad, like,
Yeah,
nah,
everybody
you
mad.
can't do-
Like,
you
everybody
can't
It
mad.
wasn't even a trade. It was a free agency sign.
Yeah.
So they didn't even
Straight
lose
up
anybody.
move. Just said, I'm going there.
I still harbor several emotions towards KD. KD's a good man. I respect him as a Hoover, but he fucked a lot of our agendas, our legacies up as fans. And this shit is still lingering, Gil, okay?
And
It is
you
still
know what?
lingering.
It's not
He could have
over.
went to Cleveland and got those finals
It's
MVPs.
not over either. KD's probably gonna go to the Nuggets next year. Like, I think he just gonna
can't
keep
move.
moving
He
around.
can't move.
But I think Phoenix new owner.
I
got
mean,
some,
go back to Golden State.
No,
Why not?
Draymond ain't having it.
no, he ain't.
I think
No, he
shit.
just ain't happy.
KD ain't having it. His.
I think he
I
should
can't,
just stay right
there's
there.
some
for
guys that's just man, they just want to play basketball. He's one of them.
Yeah, he just want to
Like,
play.
I
He
just
wants to
wanna play
win
ball.
too.
It's-
It seems like the Suns, and we're going to talk about this tomorrow, but it seems like the Suns are going to be trying to make some moves, hopefully, to get these dudes happy. Obviously, that trade, they traded a lot of valuable pieces. That bench was thin as shit. But they've got some bread to dispose of now. I think CP3's contract's only partly guaranteed for next season, too, so
Partly guaranteed.
like 15, 16 mil or something like that. So they can make that move. But enough about these Warriors. We will see. Warriors, hope y'all don't do no bullshit, all right? Just hold your L.
Hold your L. Hold your L. Hold your L.
Dynasty,
Hold
everyone.
your
L.
Don't go-
Hold your L.
Don't go crazy.
Steph, we love you, but goddamn, all right?
Yeah, there
Come to
can
the
be-
Lakers.
It can be a great free agency for Lakers. You got Lakers. You have Boston. You have the three big teams, and then you have Golden State that can be really.
Milwaukee too. Milwaukee gonna do something.
Come on, man.
And Jalen Brown's getting
Milwaukee
out of
gonna make a
Boston,
move.
right?
We don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
Jalen Brown's getting out of Boston, right? You think? He's calling them niggas in the crowd.
almost it's almost time.
There's only so many times I can say this shit.
All right, I'm
gonna start taking offense to this shit.
We didn't say nigga, we said corner store
I'm gonna
nigga.
start missing shots now.
I was saying you my nigga.
They gotta add if they add a my in front of it, that changes things. It changes things. No, I said my nigga. But let's talk about these Sixers. Obviously some big news today. But Sixers suffered another playoff heartbreak. What many thought was the best roster that they've had in the Doc Rivers era. Joel Embiid was playing through some knee injuries, some situations. Harden dropped.
Everybody
both at the same time.
I can't finish reading without the lift back.
Literally, it was.
I'm sorry, man.
Y'all sucked
Yeah, I'm so
That was
sick.
that
I'm
was
so
crazy.
sick.
I can't finish with
crazy.
But Harden dropped multiple 40 pieces. Also had some games that left much to be desired. But in the aftermath of the Game 7 smacking to the Celtics, Doc Rivers was fired by the Sixers earlier today. Now Rivers led the Sixers to increased wins in all three of his seasons, but those are regular season wins. Those did not translate to the postseason. Team couldn't get out of the second round. Damn, Doc Rivers gets the smoke.
Yes.
Got some smoke.
Doc was 154 and 82 in 3 seasons, but Philly was 20 and 15 in the playoffs. Now, Gil, you're not the biggest Doc Rivers fan.
Let's hear it.
You didn't like
Let's hear
that
it.
move from the jump. You sent some text messages. You revealed that you gave some insider information, really discouraging the Sixers from that point. So, do you think the Sixers made the right move firing Doc Rivers? I know damn well what you're gonna say.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
I do. I mean, I didn't like the move from the beginning. I thought that his personality added with Embiid's personality was just horrible. One is laid back. You can't have your player laid back with a laid back coach. I mean, you're talking about, you know, you play on Monday, you play next game on Thursday. Doc fuck around have all these days off. You know, and Embiid and those guys will take those days off. And I just didn't like the concept of Doc Rivers on a team like that. Like, you have to be that type of coach with self-empowering players. That, you know, like Ray Allen and KG and guys like that. You can say, all right, we'll see you Thursday, knowing that KG will probably have team practice on a Tuesday and Wednesday.
By himself.
Yeah, like, no, 4, 5, 6 of us are gonna come in. Hey, rookies, y'all gonna work out. You know, so you have personalities like that. With Philly, I just thought it was a bad mix, and I knew that this was gonna be terrible.
Smoke machine still, okay, we're getting a little extra.
It just farted, a little extra fart.
Smoke was agreeing with you, Brandon. Obviously, you've had some interesting opinions about Doc Rivers as well. Think this was the right move by the Sixers?
I mean, I'm not really a fan either way, so I really don't care. I don't think the Sixers are ever going to do anything. So it doesn't matter who's in that position.
Yeah.
I think since AI was the last time they really had a chance, and that's it.
So you Dylan Brooks them under no circumstances?
Yeah, I just don't see them. And then I didn't like Embiid in comments towards Giannis, how he was trying to make fun of Giannis because he said, you know, well, you know, other people said it was failures and laughing about it after he lost, and it's like.
Well, now
like,
what?
Right here with me.
Like, you know, like.
Come sit next to me.
Yeah, like you might not even touch the finals ever. East with Giannis
Yeah.
over there, so, you know.
I think the organization as a whole is a failure. Like, look at all the drafts. They've just failed miserably with their choices in drafts and going up to go trade for people, getting rid of Jimmy Butler. Like, they've just made poor decisions. And then to get Doc Rivers and then bring in James Harden in the prime of his, like, fuck it years of his career, those are just all bad decisions by the organization.
They did get Tyrese Maxey too on the one bright side.
Yeah.
I give him credit for that.
Oh.
He was a rookie though.
I'm saying you don't like Tyrese?
No, for sure.
I like Tyrese Maxey.
He looked like you. I watched it. I'm like, damn, this is like.
No, but like you have him around a bunch of lazy players.
Bad
like Jimmy
pros.
Butler. And I said this. When they lost Jimmy Butler, that was
it.
Because Jimmy Butler is the type of dude that will keep everyone in check. Think about every place he went to that said he was a bad locker room guy.
Yeah.
A bad locker room guy in the NBA is someone who's holding them accountable, and if they don't want to be accountable, they don't want to fuck with them.
Yeah.
So now look at Cat. Has Cat improved?
We heard the Minnesota story. When you hear the actual full story, I think Jeff Teague told it.
Yeah.
Yeah, busting his ass.
Jimmy Butler got a bad reputation for no reason.
He got the bad. He got because he wanted to win. Now,
Yes.
if he's seeing these guys are not winners, he's going to challenge them, and then it makes him look bad if there's only one of him and a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
So when they lost him, he was the guy that kept Embiid like, yo, hey, no, big fella, you gonna do this shit, or without a player like him, now you have Embiid as the captain, and that shit don't look fun.
You got Ben Simmons trolling them on Instagram.
Oh.
After.
I would
I
have
been pissed if I was Embiid.
That was lit. I love that. I love that.
But I told you they wouldn't get out of it. Like, you haven't beat Boston. You haven't beat Boston doing it your way. Your way is giving the ball. And that's why Doc does not understand that he doesn't have the ability to adapt. You've went through Boston how many times? Trying to give it to Embiid, and they done fucked you up every single time. Embiid is not there. James Harden has the ball. James Harden has damn near 40-something, right?
The 240 something, yeah.
So what didn't tell you? I'm in Game 7, and we start off the fourth quarter, and James Harden hasn't shot the first 2 minutes. Timeout. Hold on, homeboy.
There were several timeouts.
Hold on, homeboy. You ain't took a fucking shot yet. I know we've been up 2 times, but for us to win this game, you're going to have to at least take 10 shots in this quarter, period.
Wow.
How the fuck he scores 0? As a coach, you're not noticing this shit?
Well,
You're not noticing he's just going down there, passing the ball, knowing damn well Every time Embiid has done this, he's done fucking Boston's done whooped this ass right here.
Yeah.
And I really don't understand as a coach, how are you not watching the game being played?
We're all watching.
So let's talk about Embiid. Fresh off his first MVP, but is the only MVP in history to never reach a conference finals. Disappeared in Game 7 in the Garden, was 5 for 18, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 4 turnovers. Last season, Game 6 elimination game against playoff Jimmy in those Miami Heat, he went 7 for 24. So does Embiid need to be held more accountable for losses instead of Doc Rivers?
He needs to be accountable for his fourth quarter performance because he always tires out.
Yes.
He's in, and this is the saddest shit to say, he's in shape in his style of playing, right? You know, workout style, pump fake, drive. Like, that's just, he's not in shape.
For the
Game 7 in shape.
Yeah.
He ain't Eastern Conference in shape. He ain't championship in shape.
Yeah.
He's in shape to go through the first 2 rounds. Fourth quarter, he starts dying out. Every fucking year, he doesn't understand, like, yo, dude, to reach another level, you have to do other things. You have to do other things. Right now, Embiid should be training his ass off until the end of the season so his body knows to keep going.
Get ready.
Right now, his body is trained, second round, exit.
That's
But you said that though. You said guys don't train for the
Yeah.
longer season. They train just for.
His body not
Right
built
now.
for Game 7
For
in
right
the
now.
semis.
No.
Shut down after Game 6. Like, oh.
Every game 6, every final game, he shuts down. James Harden, who's one of my favorite players, Game 7 or final game, he's not going to show up.
No.
It's like, I don't know if he doesn't want to get blamed for it, so he doesn't really shoot that much, but fuck that. If I'm the coach and I know the pattern, I need you to shoot 25 times. Hey, you, in the fourth quarter, relax. Relax, son, because you've been fucking up so far. We'll let my man get us in a penalty, and then you can play your game.
So that brings me to my next question. Can the Sixers play through Embiid if they want to win a championship?
I don't.
No.
Embiid is not. He shouldn't have got the MVP. I'm gonna just put that out there. He should not have gotten the MVP. He's not the most valuable player in the league. I think a big reason he got it is because the league didn't want to give Jokic 3.
Yeah, fatigue.
That would have made it something else outside of, like, the culture would have just been like, oh, so then he's the greatest center of all time. And they just didn't want to do that. But when you give a guy that award and for no reason, because he didn't earn it, in my opinion, and then he goes into the season and plays like this, then it's almost like ruin it for future. You know what I mean? Like, so now it's like, oh, well, you can still get the MVP and not perform. That's how I see it. You cannot be the best and still get the MVP. And that's just puts in people's minds like, oh, I can still get the MVP. It's not my fault. Like, I did everything I could, and now look at him. Now there's no incentive to train harder, to do more, because I can still get the MVP, and I didn't even do everything I was supposed to do.
He got the MVP and watch, nobody gonna remember.
Nobody remembers anyway.
Watch. Like in like couple 3 years, we're not gonna remember he even won MVP.
24 hours later, not even 24 hours, we seen it, game played, they lost.
Yep.
Everyone forgot about it.
Yeah, everybody
Done.
forgot. It didn't even make sense.
Yeah, he didn't deserve it.
It's one of those things is, as a reporter, as people who are voting, and this is the message you're giving, you penalize Kobe, right, for being selfish on a positive side, meaning he's working his ass off, he's really trying to win, and you penalize him to prove a point back then.
Yeah.
To prove a point. And then now you're rewarding a guy who is probably the laziest superstar that we have right now. And just because you like, prove him a point. Like, yo, until you get your shit together, until you become fully dominant, until you become one of those guys who really tap into your ability, I'm gonna penalize you.
You know how you do
Nope,
that?
you gave him the reward, and he's like, yeah.
He was chilling. He would have had to be the 1 seed in the East.
Fuck
if he would
yeah.
have been the 1 seed in the East, I could have seen them doing it, but he didn't even do the work to get to the 1 seed.
It was third.
He didn't.
Third. They finished third.
Yeah.
Shit, I'd say at least top 2. Top 2 in either conference.
As I
If
said.
that's what you prioritize, that's what you value.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we talked about this shit, and I think, Gil, at some point you had said Embiid should be the MVP during the regular season trajectory where he was going. But how do you punish Giannis for leading the Bucks to #1 overall record in the NBA. How do you punish Joe
Without Middleton.
Yeah.
being #1 in the West
Without
after you
Middleton.
gave it to him last year with the Nuggets at the 6th seed? And now you've got Embiid, to your point that you always bring up, he's kind of stayed stagnant. 3, 4. I mean, that's where their peak has been. That's where their
They went from, that's what I said, they went from one a few years ago to where they are now. It's like you're digressing. I mean, you're getting better individually a little bit, but that's because your team is getting worse.
So let's talk about James Harden a little bit. He has a player option this offseason. Took a pay cut to come back to the Sixers, helped them build a team that thought would be a championship contender. Has not been the case. So if James Harden leaves this summer, what does that mean for the Sixers? Cooked?
What does it mean if he stays? The trash, man. Goddamn.
Yeah.
You're not,
Hey, don't
Don't matter.
take it out on me. I'm just.
No, it don't matter. James out of there though.
I think, didn't he say he wanted to go to Houston?
Yeah, he going back to Houston.
Yeah, he want to go have some fun.
hell no. If I'm in Houston, I'm not bringing him back.
I wouldn't.
Fuck no.
I wouldn't.
Man, I don't give a shit what he say. I got rid of John Wall. I didn't want to play John Wall because I have a whole bunch of young guys that I'm trying to. The last person I want to come to this team will be Club James Harden.
Bad influence.
Like, I know he works hard, but kids don't look at the
What do you
hard
mean
work. They look at
hard?
the club.
What do you mean work?
I know he gonna work.
Yeah.
He gonna listen.
You talking about in the game?
No, he gonna work in the gym.
In the gym, like practice.
No. He gonna put. Listen, he gonna score. He gonna do that. He gonna work 2 hours after the game, right? Then he gonna go to the club.
Thank you. So then, are you really working hard?
Yeah.
Like, are you really working hard?
You can play a game.
You're
and then go to the club.
counterproductive. You're
No,
counterproductive.
you can play a game and go to the club.
He had a baller belly when the season started.
But
No,
it's
that
not,
was a fat man
But it's
suit.
not.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a suit.
But it's
too,
not
because
really.
didn't he go to like Brooklyn and then he was just skinny?
Yeah, he was skinny. Yeah. And then they like, wait, what happened?
It magically transformed.
I'm sorry. A guy that says he's after a championship, that he's serious, is not partying like that. I'm not gonna trust any player doing that kind of partying and believe he's really there to win a championship.
No, that's like, that's the only thing I do question. And I was really like, as a player, like, as a teammate, I'd have been like, wait, hold on, man. Like, why are you in fucking Vegas, though? We're in the playoffs. Well, why the fuck are you in Vegas? Like, in a season? Like, dog, you have 4 or 5 months in the summer to do whatever the fuck you want to do. During the season, it should be already rules. Like, if you're a championship team, listen, 1 or 2 clubs, max, nigga. Max. Max. You want to go to the strip club?
Go here.
Bring it to the
5 to 9 o'clock. And I'm going to convince him, hey, listen, first of all.
Ooh, off hours, Gil? Come on.
No.
That's not even
hold
the
on.
main crew.
7 o'clock, later, 5 o'clock, those girls get off at 7. You can really take them to dinner. You can take them to the movies or something. You can really try to date them.
That's C Squad though.
No. That's like parents.
Those are the
That's
two
real
ways.
good. That's real like thinking girls. They can go there, get their little money, then they get off at 7, right? They ain't got them 12, 1 o'clock girls. Listen, no matter how much you pay, they're gonna probably use the excuse, oh, I gotta take my kid to school in the morning. Them shit like this, they ain't got no kids. They ain't got no kids. So you spending more money for no reason. And if they do come over.
This sounds like.
No, if they do come over, that's 3 a.m., 4 a.m., you still drinking and partying. No, 5, 7, get there at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you
dinner
out of that
shift.
motherfucker. Y'all on a date, y'all good. 100% of the time, you gonna crack it.
I mean, I've never heard the formula broken down like this, but it makes sense.
That's called a veteran.
Look, he been there.
It's called a veteran.
He's been there.
It's called a veteran. Now, I've never been there at no 5, 7 o'clock, but I know another teammate that's done it. And he laid it down, sounded very cool as shit.
Sun still out?
Yeah. Yes.
You can't hit the strip club.
You can catch a sunset dinner.
Yeah. They ain't really there for the money, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because they know the ballers come in later, so they don't really want to be seen.
What, there for practice, cardio?
But on serious note, it's like, yo, like, why are you still
different
partying?
vibe.
Yeah.
Why are you still real partying this hard during the season? Do that shit in the summer. Like, when the season starts, man, there should be shit that's cut out of your life.
Yes.
Like, there should be shit that's cut out of your fucking life. Some of these guys party harder in the season than they do in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're traveling to these. It's like in the summer, I'm not traveling to fucking 90% of these cities.
No.
During the season, Miami, Atlanta, this, that,
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so some of these guys, their partying actually turns up during the season versus in the summer.
Which is disgusting, if you ask me. Like, honestly, it's a shame. It's a shame, some of the stuff that I see on social media and the close friends, like everything. Like, people really just disrespect their career. Like, they get that money, and no shade, you can do whatever you want with your money, but sometimes I look at that and I think about their teammates like, fuck, I'm really dependent on this motherfucker to show up tomorrow and help me get a championship. Like, where's your mind at? You already planned to leave before the game started. You already had a private jet booked with your friends, and you guys are going somewhere, and the game ain't even started yet. Like, I'm sorry, I can't respect a lot of stuff that I see.
Man, a game 7, listen, I can tell you
That's
this
wild
right
shit.
Game 7, you got to be careful on Game 7s because, like, some of them niggas be like, man, I'm done with this. You got to, you as a player, you got to start listening to players.
Hell yeah.
Right, Game 7, they be like, oh man, listen, man, look, I'm about to go to the Nick Van Exel, 1, 2, 3 Cancun, shit like that. Hey, coach, he ain't playing.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he on.
Yeah.
Sit him. I don't give a shit who he is. Sit him. He's going against whatever we trying to do.
Yep.
You got that. Motherfuckers want to see. They don't want to win that game. Now we got damn FOMO games, and I'm trying to go, Coachella.
I got FOMO games.
I got FOMO game. Coachella's coming up tomorrow. I already got my tickets and my.
Yeah.
Serious, right?
The check already cleared for a lot of these guys.
That's fucking wild as shit.
It's true.
But if you think about it, people in their regular work life, same shit. Like, yo.
Hey, Friday coming.
It's Friday.
Friday coming, they already done clocked out. Like, I got happy hour over at the what's the name. I don't give a fuck what you put in front of them.
Yeah.
They're gonna look at this shit like, nah.
And there's no championships in regular.
Ain't no overtime today.
Yeah.
That's a wild thing to think about. So last thing we're gonna talk about, Embiid's beef with Ben Simmons, very well documented. After Sixers traded Simmons to the Nets last year, Embiid trolled Ben Simmons with the following photo. For those who don't know, the gentleman who was going to his biggest hater's funeral just to make sure he was dead.
I loved it. I'm sorry. I loved every moment of this trolling because...
No words, no context.
Yeah.
But everybody who saw it knew exactly what it meant. It was like, damn, it's beef. And, Doc and Embiid had kind of blamed Ben for some shit. So Ben Simmons returned the petty this weekend, posting a photo on his IG story of
with 30.
The Sixers.
Down 30. The score is what mattered. He got it at the exact time, the right time.
And this man has closed captioning on, so he really wanted to hear. He might have volume down. I want to see all these words. I want to see what they say about these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Just in case I'm listening, there's a language barrier with Australian. Here's Australian English and American English. Make sure I catch every one of these fucking words on here. So should Ben Simmons have sat this one out like he did in the playoffs? Or is this an acceptable level of pettiness?
Nah, this is petty.
Absolutely.
Like, this is one of those things where it just beat you back in the ass.
Yeah.
When you're a troll, man, you gotta understand. There's gonna be times where you get caught, with the same joke, and that's what happened here.
Yeah, I loved it. Ben Simmons been getting shot at for years now, and rightfully so. However, when you get a chance to get a get back this good, you gotta take advantage of it. You gotta take advantage, and I loved it.
What you think about the Ben Simmons situation?
I love it. Just troll. It's a troll. He deserved to do that. After all Philly done to him, he could troll a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
You should have put the process on the picture.
You should have returned the process. What do you mean wrote hashtag?
I know y'all all fucked up because that's how my mind works. How can I make it sting?
That would have been funny. That would have been funny, the process.
B's gonna be like this. Oh, I'm gonna get his ass next time. I'm about to put the process. Here's a real question. Who do you think will win a championship first between the two?
Ooh.
Them two players? Ooh.
I got Ben.
Ben is a good player
I think Ben will win a championship because someone will use him in the way
in the
he
right
needs to be
way.
used.
Exactly.
Like with Embiid, you're gonna have to build those guys. With Ben, he can just Golden State.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. He'd be perfect at.
Boston, right? You can do that with him. Embiid, you're gonna have to actually try to build the right pieces around him. So I think, that last laugh will go to Ben.
We'll see. As a light-skinned gentleman in this country, We deal with a lot of bullshit.
did.
So I would hope that Ben will be able to recover. He's been taking a lot of heat, Gil. It's been hurt. It's really been touching the core with me. I am a seasoned troll, but we are emotional as well, as you know. So when you're up, like Lakers now beat the Warriors, it's going to be a great summer for me until the Warriors do some fuck shit. I got at least another 4 to 6 weeks to really enjoy it, let it really soak it up before free agency starts and my mood gets taken down. But you could tell Ben felt that shit. Obviously, Ben kind of a quiet dude and how he moves. But to get that out, it lets me know he has, this lets me know he might be ready to actually make a comeback to the
Yeah,
team.
come on back,
You know what I mean?
man.
He might be ready.
I'm rolling.
But he getting the
He's in the
juices
right
flowing.
situation.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's
Right
a
situation.
fool. He can play.
Golden State don't sound bad.
Yeah, I don't know that mental thing about him shooting, but other than that, he's a fucking
He won't need to shoot
baller.
and go to State.
I said, man, when you watch him in the summer, watch him in the NBA, you be like, you just sitting there like, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Give me the summer Ben, bro.
Yeah,
Like the summer Ben and Hoodie Mello is
different.
Hoodie Mello is crazy.
Yeah, Hoodie
Hoodie
Mello.
Mello look different.
That's what I said.
Hoop in the hoodie.
Summer Ben is a
Hoop in the
different
hoodie.
dude. Like you see him in the summer, right?
yeah.
Oh, he's a different dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You be like,
he gotta.
wait till the season starts. Then when the season starts, like, who the fuck is this
Yeah.
nigga? What clone is this?
And on this show, we don't condone hating, but we do condone hating with purpose. It's different. If you're hating with a purpose,
Yeah.
okay, you get a pass. But Gil, I gotta ask you, in light of the Ben Simmons Embiid situation, what's the pettiest thing that you did during your career? Or it could be post-career, because I know you gotta like.
You got to go back to me. I got to think.
Brandon, let's go.
Pettiest.
Let's
Petty?
go. Pettiest.
I think so. It was like my last year in Milwaukee, right? And we had an intern coach. And like he called a timeout. It was like 8 seconds left, and we were down like 8. And then I like tweeted, like this is when Twitter just started. I tweeted, I was like, well, I didn't know you can make a, I said something like, I didn't know a timeout can, something like, I didn't know you could drop a winning play when you're down at 8, but like 10 seconds to go, and I tweeted it, and the shit went like viral, like being petty.
Wait, it was right after the game?
Yeah, we're like right after
Oh.
the game, and then I got called in to the office. I got in trouble. Yeah.
What they showed you your tweet? What
Yeah.
They have it like on how'd they show it to you?
Just had me in the room. They was like, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't
They had it on the bulletin board?
Yeah, like this ain't it.
This ain't it.
Yeah, this ain't it.
This ain't it. It's a good ass phrase.
Yes.
So
This ain't it.
all right, well,
Damn.
I'm like, well, why we call the timeout? It's 8 seconds left. We down 8.
And this side of the couch, obviously we're not pro hoopers, but what's the pettiest thing you felt like you feel comfortable sharing on this couch?
Probably one year I went when I was overseas, and like I realized my team, like we not making the playoff, like we just not, I didn't play on a lot of great teams overseas. I was really there to get money, and I have contracts where I have to get my stats or I could get cut or whatever. And my team was on this whole like, oh, we could win the champ, we could try to get the playoffs and blah blah blah. And I was like, listen, I'm here to get buckets. And I said it to them, and they was all like mad at me. I don't know if that was petty or not, but I just kept it real. And was like, I'm sorry, I'm finna do whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm not listening to y'all. That's all. That's probably the only petty thing I ever did was be honest about what I was about to do.
I would just have to say probably the pettiest thing I did was I've done a lot of stuff, petty stuff, and like stuff out of spite. Like one of my favorite things is spite in the world. Don't know why. It's weird, but. I got into it, well, this is one example. I got into it with this kid in my class like all year, and he got me like real bad one day, like was just trolling me like the whole class. So then I sent his mom some flowers to their house from me. And then she wrote me a letter back.
What she
And she just said thank you for the flowers.
Oh, I was gonna say, was she with it?
No. I was just like,
Oh, you got to read that again.
Yeah.
So, Miss Jones said.
I was in like the 11th grade.
Miss Jones said,
He done
thank
gave
you
her
for the
nothing.
flowers.
What up, dude?
Oh, man,
Mine was
that's-
I've done all kind of petty shit from faking injury so Nick Young can play. My knee hurt. Oh, I did that because I'm trying to get him as the starter.
Okay.
Right, I'm trying to get him as the starter, so I need him to play so he can, do his thing. So I had to fake an injury. They fined me $50,000. But me growing my hair out. So the year I got in trouble for the guns, that following year coming back, I grew all my facial hair out that looked like a bum and came to media day. So all those pictures looked like that, so they couldn't really use none of them shits.
You are.
Oh, yeah, fuck that. You're not gonna put me on no billboard. Whatever it is, it's gonna look just like this. Just Oh, I
Scruffy.
looked like I was fucking like, you know how like 28 years old, 28-year-old looked in the 60s?
Oh my God.
Like you like looking at Richard
yeah.
Pryor, like, yeah, he was 25. Like, what? Oh.
Yeah.
I was looking like I was like a 42-year-old man.
You just wanted to fuck up the whole
Yeah,
image
don't,
of.
don't use me on your billboards or the media guides. It's gonna be that look.
They could have changed that these days. They
And
could
I
do all
remember
kind of shit
Ted
now.
was like, yo, can you cut your facial hair?
It's like, no,
Brandon,
it's my look.
We're talking about tweets and pettiness. I also have to bring up this tweet that you tweeted back in December 2009. Don't you know if you remember
Damn.
this? No, yeah, that's early stages of Twitter. But you said,
shit.
yes, the team had just gotten back to 500. You said, back to 500. Yes, 500 means we're doing good. Way to play hard, guys. I think they fined you $7,500 for that.
Oh yeah, because that was right after the game. Yeah.
That's the one?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I
No.
That was another one?
Yeah, it was another one. But remember, we couldn't tweet right after the game during
Yeah,
the time.
y'all had to-
So, because of Charlie V. Remember Charlie V tweeted
Yeah, villain,
during
yeah.
halftime. So ever since, like, I was just like getting it off back then. That was them early days.
Oh man,
And then your tweets would go viral ASAP if they caught that shit.
I can't pull up none of my tweets. They
Yeah,
done, they
I was
done
getting
deleted my
fined
Twitter.
during a lockout.
You was getting fined during the lockout?
During the lockout.
We locked out.
Yeah, the NBA was like, oh, hell no, because I was rogue. So it was like that period where we wasn't employed.
Yeah.
So I was a regular ass person. But I was offending every group. Little people group, right? Any group you can think of. The special ed group, I didn't give a shit. I was just going ham.
Bro,
And
do you have like a best tweets like Reddit thread or something?
No, it was like 50,000. Like it was 50,000.
Oh man.
It was. I was.
Oh,
getting
you was
fined
saying
50.
some shit.
Oh yeah, I was saying some. Oh yeah.
Oh no, you was going crazy.
Oh yeah, I was saying some.
Oh,
You
I
was going
went.
crazy.
I went
'Cause
crazy.
Getting fined.
It was to the point where they was like, we're just gonna put someone on his account. So I was like, whoever's on my account watching, whoever got this job, there's no way that you're getting women, but I use other words. Because how do you tell the woman you with that, my job is to look at Gil Arenas' show on Twitter all day. Like I was like, you probably don't get, like I was just gone.
Yeah.
I lost it. Like finding me 50,000, I don't even have a job.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now you had to be typing some crazy shit. 50 grand.
Yeah,
Back then too.
The Dolphins
Yeah.
tried to threaten Brent, finding him for tweets that I made. I was reckless back then. And I remember when I got arrested, I will never fucking forget this.
You got arrested?
When I got arrested, I got arrested. Let me tell you how he know I got arrested. Because when I got arrested, when I got my phone back, when I got out of jail or whatever, and I go on Instagram and your dumb ass DM me your mugshot. Do you remember this?
Yes.
And said, welcome to the club. I was like, what the fuck?
Can't be out there getting arrested in Miami.
I was like, man. He was like, hey, welcome to the club. I was like, God damn it.
That's
one of the
prime
first
trolling
things.
right there.
Yeah.
Because you knew you're gonna have to like wait to see the photos. He just waited
Yeah.
for that response.
I was like, man, my mugshot was
Come on out, you
everywhere.
out, y'all, you in, she's out.
I was like, damn.
Perfect time to get to Mostly Fans. I think that was a great segue. Give it to me. Cha-ching. We got sound effects now. Wi-Fi still shitty, Gil. I'm not gonna point no fingers, but you do have some Caucasian neighbors who I feel like don't support Gil's Arena in the movement, don't support Underdog Fantasy, maybe using some other purveyors of gaming content and fantasy. So, I made a list. I'm gonna pull up on them. First and only question, obviously we're strapped for time. So say the Lakers win the championship. This comes from Kobe One Kenobi. That's a good ass
That's
name.
like
That's a
that
cool
name.
name.
That's a good ass name. Say the Lakers win the championship. Due to the upcoming CBA, should the Lakers sacrifice depth to go for Dame or Kyrie, or keep their depth?
If they win a championship,
Oh my God.
Because they got to get better, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say you do.
Knowing
You still gotta
LeBron,
get
man,
better.
listen,
though.
when LeBron wins the championship, man, it's always they never change nothing.
Yeah.
They never change anything.
And this isn't even a full.
They brought that bubble tea back, didn't they? I thought they changed a lot of shit after 2020 into 2021. Or maybe I'm tripping.
Well, that's when they went and got Westbrook.
That was
and-
2021
Yeah.
into 2022. So after they shouldn't have changed the shit, but they did.
Yeah,
After
so,
they lost to the Celtics.
I mean, you definitely
You still
have
gotta
to get better.
You still gotta get better.
Yeah.
You still it don't matter if you won because it's
It wasn't an easy
things
road.
happen. You just win it and you be like, all right, cool, we won. Now let's actually go try to win it next year
Yeah.
with a proper team.
Yeah, because this isn't a full season with these guys. This is like 4 months, essentially. So I think you can keep them, but you still got to add something because it wasn't easy. Now it was a struggle, and you don't want to continually struggle to get there. You want to roll into the playoffs in a good position in the West to where you don't have to do the play-in and all that kind of stuff. Like, you must get better. The West has shown over the last, 2 decades to probably be the best conference of the two. So I think you have to get better, but I think these guys should stay as well. Like, I think it should be both.
So I'm just going to keep it real. James Harden, come get this vet minimum, dog. Humble yourself.
Whoa.
Vet minimum. Vet minimum, Gil. Vet minimum.
Whoa.
Vet minimum.
Whoa.
Vet minimum.
I don't want
Humble
that energy.
yourself.
I don't want that energy.
And that's my player. No.
I don't want that.
Draymond, can you opt out, get this vet minimum?
If I'm going after
Dame.
Dame.
But you got to pay Dame like 60-something mil.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm just letting you know.
They can afford it. They can afford it.
Kyrie, I'm with Kyrie.
Draymond can't opt out, get this vet minimum. Kyrie, you really want to show the world what it is? Opt out, get the vet minimum.
Run it back,
Wait,
Kyrie.
hold- fuck.
We'll get it to you underneath
I'm
the
not
table.
giving AR-15.
We give it to you
80 million
underneath the
and then
table.
giving-
I know the optics, Gil. I understand.
Nah, and to give my guy a vet mim, nah.
Austin Reeves, you got to step up to the plate, too. Go ahead, take this. We got 4-year, 10 mil for you. We're going to get you that other 90 under the table.
For what?
4-year, 10 mil. Take the
Jesus.
other 90 under the table.
Take the other 90 under the
You
table.
got 90 under the
Shut
table.
up.
for
I mean,
you.
I would do
Shut
it.
up.
Shit, you got me crazy.
I would do
I'm going to
it.
get you the other 90.
That shit better hit now.
I'll write that.
Space Jam 3 with Austin Reeves.
Check.
I would. White man can't jump.
Yeah, we get
Part 3.
White man can't jump now with Austin Reeves. All right. But we appreciate you, Miko, for pulling up.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Myles, for making your debut on the show.
Thank
Come
you
back
guys,
soon.
man.
Appreciate you, Gil. Appreciate you, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate all you out there. We had some Wi-Fi technical difficulties. All right, no fingers pointing. You understand what it is when we live in this digital age. Shit happens sometimes. But we thank y'all for rocking with us. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy.
Look, with the honor call for greatness, the chosen of few that carry the gift of genius, who do what they do, who possess Vanessa bless